Hello and good
Weird science. Weird science. You want to make a girl out of a magazine and wear bras in her head and use an old Commodore 64 computer to do it? Well, do we have a convention for you? We have a convention for you. Well, it used to be a convention, now it's a tradition.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
There is. Apologies if you hear me lag out a little bit over the course of this episode. My ISP has been a POS for a while now. I'm trying to. I can't really do anything on my end besides sending customer complaints. It's a good into this.
Yeah, ISP's always.
We are talking about the Sons of Ether, which is
and you hate these guys.
It's everybody's favorite. You know what? You know what really irritates me?
What's that?
Is that the Get of Fenris is so demonized amongst World Darkness players today, especially amongst the left. But the Sons of Ether are never brought up in that conversation. The Tenacry Union's never brought up. The Verbena's never brought up. The Order of Hermes is never brought up. And your favorite clans, the Bruja, Tremere, Torgo, Ventru, Zamichi, and Lasombra aren't brought up either. So there's a huge double standard here. It's because they're Norse. That's the only reason why you hit the Fenris so much.
Yep.
You know who's also Norse? The Verbena. That's also who.
All right, can confirm.
We're getting into this. You know the whole trope, Kyle, the love to hate, where it's a character that's antagonistic, that's meant to get under your skin, and they do such a good job at it, it's almost charming.
Well, yeah.
Like Eric Cartman.
Yeah.
Dio.
Guys like that. Or Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. This kind of stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another character. Shit.
For Kyle, for Yogi Shigaraki.
Beauty and the Beast.
This kind of
stuff. Would Zim from Invader Zim count?
Well, kind of sort of. He's more like a villain protagonist. But that's the Sons of Ether to me. The Sons of Ether are a faction that I love to hate. These guys are the worst. The absolute worst. Everything about them is just pure evil. Do you know how the Zamichi is the evil vampire option, the Red Talons are the evil werewolf option? This is your evil mage option. The Sons of Ether.
You want to be
without a doubt.
Off in the corner looking like, I'm just going to sit here.
At least
very puss.
At least with the Verbena, they did what they had to do. The Verbena at least had an excuse for what they did. It wasn't a very good excuse, no. But there's a reason why they did this. The Sons of Ether have no reason for anything to do.
They just do it for the hell of it.
They just do it because why not? So, you know that Cave Johnson quote, Kyle, science is about why, it's about why not. If you love safe science so much, why don't you marry safe science because you're fired, get out of here.
You're fired, get out of here.
You're here to make death rays, okay? This is your job. Your job is to make this thing that eviscerates a human in under 3 seconds.
No, wait. Wait,
what?
Can I say something? Sorry.
Say something.
It makes me think of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, where Electro Man is like, most dream of the light bulb, some dream of the atom bomb.
Exactly this.
That is true.
It really is, because this is the faction that has brought you Turkish hair implants. What other fun things do we have? The helicopter, the microwave oven, of other fun existential philosophy. They're also the same group that brought you
eugenics,
phrenology, nuclear acceleration, a mercury-based health tonic for your infant child, and
a great idea at the time.
And man-eating plants that they'll just put in your house.
To be fair, I think the Tremere came up with that idea first.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly that. It's just everything about these guys. It's not. There's no reason for anything they do. They just do it because why shouldn't I do it? And then you find out why shouldn't you do it, and then they never take accountability for any of their mistakes. No, it's nothing is ever my fault with the Sons of Ether. Everything is someone else's fault. I'm never to blame for anything.
Did we find the Skaven of Magi?
We found the belligerent narcissist of Magi. Oh my god. My fingers were wrapped around my hair, pulling out my scalp reading this. This is you know that there is nothing I hate more than a narcissist.
I agree. I was abused by one growing up.
So arrogant, so full of themselves, so convinced and in love with their own intellect that nothing they ever do is wrong.
These are the kind of people you would find on Reddit in the "I fucking love science" subreddit.
And they're the moderators, and then instead of actually arguing with you, they just ban you.
And they start soying out also.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
These guys win the award for least likely to actually explain their paradigm to another player.
Who needs paradigms when you have like an arm-mounted fucking cannon from Metroid?
I have a rear-mounted laser gun on my science car that gives people cancer.
This book, by the way, was written by one of my favorite authors. It was written by Bill Bridges. Ayo!
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah!
Wait, is that an actual good thing, or are you being sarcastic?
Oh, it's a very good thing. It's a very good thing.
All right,
that's why it hits so well.
This guy is Mr.
Nice.
Werewolf, along with Ethan Skemp. Because he's this guy who wrote Valkenburg Foundation, Drums Are on the Fire, When Will You Rage, Chronicles of the Black Labyrinth, Stargazer's Trap Book, the Croton Song, The Silver Record, The Wendigo Trap Book, The Last Battle, The Surfing's Trap Book, The Poison Tree, and a decent amount of stuff for W20. He was the guy who wrote the very last book ever released for W20, which was The Apocalyptic Record.
Damn.
And that's what he's done. He's also done a lot of good work for Vampire the Masquerade, where he's the guy who wrote the original Hunters Hunted and an Anarch Cookbook back when that book was good. And he's also worked on Mage the Ascension, namely this book, Sons of Ether, along with the Ascension Times of Judgment scenario and Technomancer's Toy Box.
Okay, so a lot of W's in that list.
A lot of very good stuff.
Very good.
And then he worked for Chronicles of Darkness, and he stuck around for the team beginning to end. I think 2004 to 2014 is when he stuck around with them.
Damn.
And there we go. So he's done a lot of good stuff. He's Ethan Skemp is the guy who's behind Werewolf, in my opinion. But Bill Bridges is his number 2, and he did a very good job with everything he does. He also managed to avoid writing any book for the Oblivion. That's a miracle.
Damn.
Unfortunate.
He's not one of those guys who got burnt the fuck up being forced to write Wraith the Oblivion.
Wraith is pretty
Yeah,
fun,
because
so.
Rape the Oblivion was a money pit.
It was. It's what killed the company. I swear to you. And then changing to Dreaming didn't save it either. You could have cut both of those out and you would have been fine.
That's funny.
So we began with a novel. I'm not going to go too deep into this. Like a little novella section, Into the Hollow Earth, where we talk about what is this guy's name? Joe Lucky Skunk Ross and Doc Eon, and they go into the Hollow Earth to fight the Shoot Stoffel, and that's how this begins.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Already a great start.
It's really solid intro. It gives like that pulp, Weird Tales sci-fi vibe, basically.
It's very hammy. It feels like you're listening to an old radio play when you look through this novel.
It does.
Exactly.
Honestly, I really like this book. I mean,
like Criminy, Doc Eon. What with that kind of firepower, he could win the war. Stay loose, Robin. This is nothing more than an ordinary trick. That kind of vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you know what happens. The good guys win, the bad guys lose, and then hooray!
Everyone had a good time.
Yeah, there we go. And then it's not as good of a time as you think it is, because we wouldn't have Nazis to fight if it wasn't for you, Etherites. It's your fucking fault this happened.
I'm telling you, they created eugenics. And then they created Agartha.
You know what Hegelian dialectics is? You create a problem, and then you offer a solution to the problem that you made in order to gain power. That's the thing. That's what the Etherites did.
Basically, yeah. They did the perfect political play in that regard.
Exactly that. Except you lost everything because the fucking New World Order controls everything now.
Yeah, basically.
It blew up in your fucking face, you stupid... Okay.
Obama.
Now the history section is actually genuinely interesting going into this. We have a section from the Kitab al-Asir. I devised a theory. I witnessed the world, seeking the tenets of my theory. Proof after proof is delivered to me, demonstrating that my theory is true. Did I create the proofs, or does my theory only reflect the world? A shepherd tells me that Scamander, the river god, is angry. When I ask him how does he know this, He points to the rapids crashing against the rocks and says, "Does he not appear angry? Is he angry? Or did we make him angry by believing it so? Perhaps he is neutral until we meddle, until we will it otherwise." This is written by one Eretus. The Sons of Ether will tell you that this script is the starting point for the Sons of Ether. They're not going to tell you, "Oh, we were invented when a man hit a rock against another rock like Iteration X did." No, the Sons of Ether said we did not become a faction until the 12th century. That was not a thing.
Yep.
It became a thing after this man, Aretus from Troy. We know very little about him because all records about him have been lost or written out of consensus.
Of course.
He was a guy from Troy who wrote this down. It was in something like Phoenician or some other Eastern language that's been lost to time. It then got passed around from person to person until it ended up in the hands of Alexander the Great, who then passed it over to Aristotle, who went, this fits my paradigm that everything comes from God. Aristotle then translated that into Greek. Someone from the Arabian Peninsula got their hands on it, translated it to Arabic, and then it ended up in the hands of one Lorenzo Gallo. Lorenzo Gallo was a man from the Order of Hermes. He had nothing to do with any sort of technocratic convention whatsoever. He looks at this and says, "You know what? I think that's right. Let me go ahead and let me research that." He starts thinking about what he's got in his hands. As it turns out, it's the Greek translation in his hands. Meanwhile, over in the hands of the, cabal of pure thought, we are introduced to one Simon de Laurent, who gets the Arabic translation and reads it over and thinks, this is a really good idea. I should think a little bit more about this. So we have, on one end, a Hermetic. On the other end, an agent of the New World Order before they got that name. How different are these groups from each other? How wildly different?
Pretty different.
Say that they've got some division.
More so, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to say there's no division at all.
Really?
This is the same group, ultimately. But you have two different end goals. The amount of organization, the hierarchical control, the stranglehold you have over your underlings, your need for secrecy, your structure, everything about the New World Order and the Order of Hermes is identical. The only thing that makes them different is the end goal. The Order of Hermes believes that all men are as God and can reach the same level as God if they just learn how to obtain that power. The New World Order knows that God exists and denies his existence and worship in order to prop up humanity. They both want to raise humanity up, but in two very different ways. The Order of Hermes wants to become divine, while the New World Order wants to deny divinity ever exists.
No, that makes sense. It's
by the way, I've been dry this entire episode. Let me go ahead and let me crack this open.
My dad told me freaking dinner's ready.
Bro taps on my door, dog. What the hell, man?
You go get a meal. I'm going to bring up this point. So what if we had a faction that was the middle ground between the Order of Hermes and the New World Order? We'll say the NWO is a 0, the Order of Hermes is a 10. So what would a 5 look like? Well, we find out what that looks like. The Sons of Ether.
Yes.
We should probably get into detail with this. Storyteller, what is Ether supposed to be?
Supposedly it's this mysterious phlogiston in the universe that's supposedly the God particle. The thing that pretty much makes the universe the universe.
And what's fucking based about this book is that they predicted modern science before it came out. Kyle, do you know that we discovered a God particle in 2012?
I do know, yes, but we don't know what to do with it yet.
The Higgs boson, which for all we know is a particle that quickly becomes unstable, quickly dissolves, and ends up creating seemingly multiple particles out of its particle. And theoretically, this could be used to make whatever kind of mass we want if we got our hands on it. And this book came out in 1994. So this was years before this discovery. As it turns out, yes, that actually is how this works, and maybe the Michelson Morley experiment could have worked IRL if we just went about the experiment a little bit differently. They were onto something with this, I swear to you.
They predicted the discovery of the Higgs boson particle.
There is scientific evidence that proves the existence of God. I swear to you, people, that there is. Go and check out our Order of Hermes. We haven't made Order of Hermes episode yet. The Celestial Choristers episode for that.
Yes.
After that, what happened is Lorenzo Gallo goes to Paris one day where he runs into Laurent. The two of them start talking and realize, hey, this thing I've been telling you about, I have a scroll that says the same thing, but it's written in Arabic. Or I have the same thing as you, but it's written in Greek. We have the same ideas. And then they teamed up, and then boom, the Society of Ether was made. Except it was not called that. It was called the Natural Philosophers Guild.
Yeah.
Okay, not the worst name in the world.
I think it's kind
of tighten it up a
it
little
could be
bit.
Worse.
It could be the Pupils of Pyramides. The worst name you could have made.
I know, but it's alliterative.
But what happens is that Gallo and Laurent are both saying, hey, you don't need to go to a church to learn something. You can just go out and find out your own damn self. You don't need to watch a lore channel to find out what's going on with the World of Darkness. How about you get the books your own damn self and you read them your own damn self, all right?
Yeah. They just took a dig at our own channel. Good lord.
Exactly that.
Hey,
You're all just sheep at the end of the day.
Start digging in your butt, twin.
But yeah, we thank you for all 900 of you for sticking around as long as you did.
Yes.
As we're recording this episode.
We thank you all for having nothing better to do than listen to a bunch of nerds wobble
Exactly
on about
that.
a game series that
you're
died
eating
in the
dinner
early
right now.
2000s.
You're driving to work.
Hell yeah. I need to do some stupid drawing someday of like happy 1,000 subs or something.
Well, we need to hit 1,000 first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Maybe we'll be there in about 10 years.
Working against us. But so Natural Philosophy's Guild exists, and the church says, hey, you can't learn something on your own. You're excommunicated. Laurent is essentially cut from all of his ties with the Cabal of Pure Thought, and Gallo is just kind of fine. And they say, well, fuck it, we don't need a church anyway. It's cool to be excommunicated. They split up. They go all across Europe as these little guilds, learning stuff on their own, teaching stuff on their own, teaching forbidden knowledge about science and reasoning that the church doesn't want you to know. And what happens is that Laurent dies of natural causes, and Gallo dies after his helicopter just falls out of the sky because of paradox.
Oh no.
Amazing. Don't you love it when you're just flying and all of a sudden you're just not?
Yeah, that usually takes the wind out of my...
Fucking pun.
I don't think my legs can take it.
Nah.
So with the founding members dead, any sort of structure that the order had kind of died with it, and now it's just a bunch of people that share ideas ultimately. It's very laissez-faire and power structure even today.
Yeah, it's more like a gentleman's club more so than an actual tradition.
Yeah, it's not an organized church like the Celestial Chorus. It's not some sort of Destiny Society like the Euthanatos. Yeah. It's not nearly as structured as the Verbena or the Order of Hermes. It's
basically just a bunch of dudes going out for a drink, telling about this weird idea they had the other night.
They said there's no sex involved. That's the code of ecstasy for sex.
So basically, the Freemasons.
Yeah. Essentially that.
More or less.
The Freemasons.
And
with their gang signs, you know.
They also said that back in the day, the spheres that they occupied were forces and matter. They teamed up with the Cabal of Pure Thought because they realized the Cabal of Pure Thought was not okay with the church after all, and they were forming something called the Order of Reason. The National Philosophers Guild said, well, let's be a part of that. We like what you're doing. They said to them, you will be the seat of ethics. You will decide what is ethical science and what the public should learn at what time. Keep this in mind.
This sounds like a great idea.
It's not very good now, is it?
Can we have a Sons of Ether create Skibbity Toilet, please?
Oh.
I'm pretty sure they're the ones responsible for that. It's either them or the New World Order.
Yeah. we will take over the minds of the youth by creating this Skibbity Toilet. And now you also have development where they said, we have a guy called Parmenides, and we like his teachings. Let's do what he does. And they just called themselves the Pupils of Parmenides, only to realize that they really did not like anything that Parmenides was doing. He created 4 laws, and the Sons of Ether proceeded to throw all of them out the window. First law, what is uncreated. They said, bullshit, the ether exists and the ether can create stuff. Fuck that law. What is indestructible. Well, Kyle, we know that's not real, because Wraith the Oblivion and World of the Apocalypse exist.
Yes, Oblivion does indeed exist.
What is eternal. Also false, because Wraith the Oblivion. What is unchangeable. Well, fuck that. The Sons of Ether were all about change. What it became is, like we said before, science is not about why, it's about why not. This ethics board that the Sons of Ether were supposed to be, they said, fuck it. We're not going to do our jobs at all. We're just going to clock in, get paid for doing nothing, and then go home and attend a crack union.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me.
Exactly that. Thank you, J.K. Simmons.
Yes, thank you. You are a treasure to the United States and the rest of the world.
Yeah, thank you, Omni-Man. And so, Kyle, come to me with your invention. Just tell me what you're inventing.
Well, I thought it'd be an excellent idea if I built myself, a pair of rocket gloves that I could put on and then rocket to work with them.
All right, your project is greenlit. Boom, stamp.
Cool,
Go make
let's
it.
go.
Yeah. Here's
All right,
all the money in the world.
But it really is the South Park meme. Well, thank you for calling Netflix. You're greenlit.
Basically,
anytime you want a project funded, the technocracy would just get the Sons of Ether to overlook it, and then the Sons of Ether said, it looks good enough, let's just give you the money for it up front. And they presented...
mind you, that's a lot easier for the Sons of Ether, considering that their seat is matter. They just snap their fingers and bam, they create gold.
Any sort of material asset that you needed, they could just create using the ether. And of course, if you needed money involved, they would just go to the syndicate and just run an infinite credit line through the syndicate for any money that you needed.
Bro, they're as scuffed as HR at a union job.
It's exactly that. If this is giving flashbacks to anybody about the Biden administration, exactly that.
Woof, that was practically another decade. My brother in Christ, that was a year ago.
It's been a long 5 years.
Chocolate chip.
Exactly that. I heard those ice cream pants. The only way you got the Sons of Ether to show up is that if you offered them ice cream.
Yeah.
And that was it. Every time the New World Order and the Iteration X bombed a house, they had an ice cream party. They bombed an average of 3 houses a day.
Yeah.
No, what if the bomb is detonated by ice cream? So when the bomb explodes, it makes more ice cream.
you go to the Sons of Ether. You say, "I want to invent the ice cream bomb." You're greenlit. Here's the money for it. Go make the project.
Dude, it's like Cloudy Chance of Meatballs, dog.
It really is. The Sons of Ether did the plot of that movie, and then Paradox happened, and then erased the whole thing from existence.
Yeah, literally.
Just by this point. And he said, we are the guys who did the Renaissance. And we invented the helicopter. And we made modern art. And we did all this stuff. And we finally got you guys to stop living in the Dark Ages. And we said, we ended 1,000 years of silence in Europe. What else can we do? And that rapidly emboldened the Etherites to make them absolute accelerationists in everything. You remember the virtual adepts? The virtual adepts and the whole timetable that they made? The Sons of Ether said, fuck it. I don't want it to be tomorrow. I want it to be today. I want this thing to be made today. Why is it made today? Where's my thing? Where's my thing? Where's my thing?
Now! Now.
Why do tomorrow? We can do today. And usually that sounds like a really good work ethic. Not with these guys. Not when it comes to building a nuke.
Why not?
And then they changed their name again to the Voltarian Order, naming themselves after one IRL Alessandro Giuseppe Antonio Anastasio Volta, who is the guy who is the inventor behind the electric battery and discoverer of methane. And he created all this stuff that we use to power our stuff today. And then he decided, wait, hold on, that's not enough. They changed their name again to the Electrodyne Engineers when electricity became the focus of the convention for a while. And of course, Queen Victoria talked with the Cabal of Pure Thought, set up the Technocratic Union, and then that's what they were known as at the time, the Electrodyne Engineers. We just proceeded to just go around and greenlight everything. and they proceeded to be the worst fucking people in the world to work with amongst the Tellacrack Union. You think the NWO was bad, Kyle? When it came to relationships between the Tellacrack conventions, the Sons of Ether at this time the Electron Engineers would just run to Iteration X and just say, here's my list of demands. And they proceeded to just slam a stack of paper down their desk. I want all these projects done today.
I can probably see that being the case, considering the Sons of Ether, the Electrodyne engineers at the time, sounded like the ideas guy, and Iteration X were the actual, let's call them grunts.
Yes. You can imagine just how fucking stressed Iteration X was during this time.
Everybody in Iteration X was just
to make me a cock-sucking time machine by tomorrow.
Kyle, mandatory overtime will be happening every month, every week, every day.
Yeah, I just fucking quit at that point.
You got
every second, every millisecond.
Iteration X demanding a 20-hour shift, and they put little nanomachines in your brain to keep you working for that long. They partially lobotomize you to keep you working for the Sons of Ether. That is right.
Oops.
Meanwhile, they look over at the progenitors and incorrectly accuse the progenitors of being frauds. They say that everything the progenitors ever made was because of them. Now, as to whether or not that's true, it's not true at all. The progenitors can tell you otherwise. They said the progenitors will tell you that the Sons of Ether did not do shit during this time. They were just the ideas guys who were overseeing projects. They weren't actually inventing anything during this period, and they just kept getting in fights with the progenitors over stupid shit that did not matter. It was ridiculous to work with them. Meanwhile, you have this infinite credit line come out of the Syndicate, where the Syndicate's constantly having to go into Paradox over the needless amount of resources that the Sons of Ether keep asking for. The only conventions they go along with, the only convention they go along with was the New World Order. And that was it.
Really? Not the Void Engineers? I thought they got along with everybody.
It's because the New World Order kept saying, oh, you've approved of that many projects. Congratulations to you. You approved more projects than last year. You're in the green, Electrodyne Engineers. They were only looking at the ledger on the surface level. They weren't actually looking at the demand of resources that were going into the Sons of Ether.
Well, because they have all the resources, what does it matter?
Yes. If you keep telling me you're doing this for the betterment of humanity, go ahead and do it, Electrodyne Engineers. I'm not going to stop you. Just go ahead and do whatever you want.
It's like a parent spoiling their
the
kids.
Syndicate
like,
boss comes
I
in.
can't say no to you.
Yeah. They looked over at the Electrodyne Engineers and said, hey, you have a book about how white people are genetically superior to every other race out there. Here, let me help you print that and publish that, Sons of Ether. Let me go ahead and let me help you out with that. No. I swear to you, during character creation, making an Aetheryte whose paradigm is, I am white, therefore I can cast magic, is a valid build.
I know, that's the worst part. I mean, I low-key did that. I low-key did that with Ludwig until you told me to make him a projector instead. Dude, that was terrible. Bro thinks he's the master race when he's just a brainwashed fat kid.
We were doing a shout out to Rags and his infamous vampire game doing that.
Oh god, yeah. And also, I was doing a shout out to Jojo Rabbit more than anything else. And
then you just have the Sons of Ether just getting this bigger and bigger and bigger head as they go along. They said Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, the real Frankenstein was a guy named Waldman who taught Frankenstein everything he knows. We'll just make people sometimes. We'll just go into a graveyard, steal a man's dead body, bring him back to life, and he'll develop an avatar. And it's something they'll do.
Seemed like the thing.
These guys managed to do the one thing the Verbena couldn't even do that well.
Yes. As it turns out, you don't even need to do a blood semen ritual. You just need to strike the guy with a lightning bolt and he comes back to life.
What's that? You guys need a whole sacrifice of practically your entire left arm, make a whole stew of just God knows what? That's pussy shit. We'll get a guy on a table, put him into the ceiling with a lightning storm, bam, instant resurrection. Eat it, dippies.
Instant. And the whole thing with the Sons of Ether. You notice, Kyle, that a lot of these spells are very easy to do with the Sons of Ether?
Well, yeah, because it's all like basically shit you can find in your cupboard.
Like weird science and just even you could just cast spells with a car battery, basically with the Sons of Ether. But
Instant lightning spell.
But think about how much paradox you will rapidly accumulate doing this as well. Exactly.
Probably very quick.
Sometimes a candle that burns twice as light only burns half as long.
There's a trope out there like runs on nonsensium, where the Sons of Ether sometimes can't even explain to you how their own shit works. It works because I say so, is an answer that you'll get frequently amongst the Etherites.
They're like the orcs in Warhammer 40k.
Or like,
my source is that I made it the fuck up.
Exactly.
That.
or like Fleekazoid, where he just does whatever the hell he wants.
It really is just the Deadpool of mages by this point.
Yeah, basically.
Stop it, Johnny. You can't sell these guys on me harder enough.
And then we have the fall of the Electrodyne Engineers, where they did the Marcus and Morley experiment, where the Sons of Ether just ran up and said, "Hey, everybody, we're going to do Mass Ascension today." Today? And then
I beg your finest fucking pardon?
And then like every member of this the Technocrat Union said, "What the fuck are they about to do? What are they doing? What are they doing?" Like everything was just like high alert, like DEFCON 1, just klaxons going off, sirens going off, find out what the fuck they're about to do. As it turns out, what they were going to do was the Michelson Morley experiment, where they were going to scientifically prove that ether exists. Kyle, how much do you know of this experiment, actually?
About which experiment?
The Michelson Morley experiment.
I actually do not know all that much.
Do I have a story for you?
Oh boy.
So the Michelson Morley experiment was an attempt to measure the motion of the Earth relative to luminiferous ether. It was a supposed medium permeating space that was thought to be a carrier of light waves. It was led by one Albert A. Michelson and Edward W. Morley, where they were going to, in the middle of a bunch of stone slabs filled with mercury, prove that there was a God particle that the entire universe was made of, and that if we could figure out it exists and what form to capture it in, we could essentially just become the masters of the universe in doing this. You know how Albert Einstein did the whole E equals mc squared to quantify energy?
Yep.
This was going to be us harnessing infinite energy, basically, if this pulled out the way they thought it would.
And then they get killed by somebody hired by BP.
What happened is that the Void Engineers were the ones who stepped up to the plate and said, "I'm sorry, we kind of like what you did. You invented all these cool airships for us. You really helped our paradigm, but we can't let you do this. It's too much power for you." And that's coming from the Void Engineers. Kyle, that is the faction that in the Technocrat Union, the only one that has the power to let power go is the Void Engineers.
That's why I like the Void Engineers.
Basic
and of
Void
course,
Engineer W.
And of course, with Threat Null, they realized the fatal flaw of the Technocrat Union, that you were progressing way too fucking fast with powers you did not fully understand.
Yep.
So the Void Engineers swore they were saving the world in doing this. They sabotaged the experiment by fiddling with the results. The Etherites incorrectly believed that the ether was supposed to operate like solid matter, something that I believe is the real reason why the experiment itself failed. And that was in 1887 when they did the experiment. And then after it failed, the Technocrat Union as a whole writes ether out of consensus in 1904. And the Sons of Ether just stew about it for 10 years after that happens. Enter the story one Sarvargo, a Sons of Ether mage who in 1900 said, all of you lord
let's
leaders,
go.
Oh, this fucking guy. He says in 1900, all you world leaders suck dick. I know more than you ever do, and I should be the one running the world. He then proved that in 1914, where he summoned every blimp and every robot that he had been making over the course of 14 years. And he made an announcement to America, England, Germany, and France, and all the other world leaders, saying, I rule everything now. You have 3 hours to unconditionally surrender to my demands. Amazing.
Sounds about right to me.
Kyle, you remember reading about Saravago in your school books, right?
Saravago? Actually, no, I don't think we did.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, maybe it's because this man's entire existence was erased by paradox. is why.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
he's
that
still
makes
around,
sense.
though. He's still
he-
around, and he is still alive. He fled to the Umbra like one does when fleeing from the FBI going into Mexico.
Yes.
Kyle, you had a year-long war right on the heels of World War One that nobody remembers. It was this one Aetheryte and all of his other followers against the robots of Iteration X, the mutants of the progenitors, and the Men in Black of the NWO. And it was a year-long war that nobody remembers. It ended with a massive wormhole opening up, sucking in every operative that was on the field, and then just the Paradox Backlash wiped the war from everyone's memory after it happened.
Wow, it's amazing what a couple
Nobody
of ray
remembers
guns
it.
will do.
Yes.
That's funny as hell, man.
Fuck that noise.
As
This
you
man,
said... Oh, go on.
This man what?
Sorry. My bad.
this man had access to some of the most powerful weapons in the Sons of Ether arsenal. These weren't just like regular fucking dirigibles like the Hindenburg. These were teched out Pridwins with laser guns, nuclear cores in the 1914s, and God knows what else. This wasn't just like, pew pew, surrender to me. This man just got onto the horn, called up the president, said,
all your base are belong to us.
and he almost won.
It was Kyle, you're of course familiar with Earthbound. It's
Yeah.
the same as if all of humanity was fighting the Starmen. That would be a fight that nobody would win, and it cost massive amount of resources for the Tech Crack Union to just break even.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Aetherites have some
And-
scary shit.
They do.
They lost almost all their hit marks, all their mutants died, and all their Men in Black died. The NWO said, some of you might have died, but that was a sacrifice that we were willing to make. And
Man,
life went on.
that
So many
makes
dead
me
interns.
it makes me think of I swear to God, Johnny, I think you mentioned like it was a big-lipped alligator moment in one episode, and it made me die laughing.
I mean, it really was like this is something that just happens, and then it's just gone, and there it went.
A literal cosmic big-lipped alligator moment.
And
Bro,
then
that my
World
dad
War
wants
II
to play
happened.
DRG with me. Crap.
And then World War II happened, and funny enough, the original book of the Sons of Ether completely skips World War II, Kyle.
Well, yeah,
Completely skips it.
Oh yeah, I did notice
Because it's
that,
their
like-
fucking fault, that's why it happened.
Yeah, I'm reading this history book on our order, and it's pretty much leaves everything closed from 1938 to 1945. Nothing of interest happened. We were all on vacation.
Exactly that. It's definitely not that you met with an Austrian painter in a bar in Weimar, Germany, and had a talk with him about a certain group of people. You know who we're talking about. That got Smiling Friends canceled, and that they were ruining your country's economy. And then that man said, "You're right."
What do you think? What kind of people are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about the people that
Tell
run
me,
the
what kind
fucking
of
world.
people
That's
you
what we're
talking
talking
about,
about.
Bro, and then you got the uncle of some fat kid who joined in and got super addicted to morphine.
Yeah, you had Hermann Goering and the Legion of Idiots. You had Himmler.
Yeah, ferret face.
Yeah, you had Albert Speer, the biggest bitch who ever lived.
Soy Goebbels.
All the fun things with the... It needs to be a vampire game. Going back to World War II, it's got to be a vampire game next time I do it.
It's a really good setting, honestly, for any kind of RPG. Just, so long as you dance around that one big pile of bodies.
And
Yeah, I mean, Arch Warhammer did it a few years ago and it got banned off of YouTube.
and now he's doing it again. He's doing another series.
Oh my god. What a
I will
I
say, though,
love
in
it.
first
What a
edition,
menace.
they do actually bring up World War II. Although it seems that
Yeah, for one paragraph.
no,
that's it.
for a full page. There's a whole thing about like how Hitler's an occultist and how he's been
You're
overwrought
looking
by
at the Jet Boy
Nefandi
story.
magic.
Yeah, that's Sons of Ether covering their ass. You notice they don't actually bring up any actual history of what they did during this time.
They do not.
Exactly that.
They do mention that
Arch,
some have gone to work for the Nazis, though. Dangerous Opposition, Volume 37, number 1.
I love Arch's content. I wish all this man the best.
Absolutely, keep going. But on the thing about the Nazi thing, who the fuck wasn't part of that group? Like vampires, werewolves. I'm pretty sure if we looked hard enough, we'd find a couple wraiths working
the
for
Code of
the
Ecstasy didn't do it. The Code of Ecstasy was innocent.
Of course they weren't. They were getting too high off their ass to do anything.
Is that it? We found a new thing. It's called meth.
Yeah, I beat you to
The
it.
Sons of Ether pop into this. We've got something for you guys.
Ooh, is it more meth?
Yeah. How attached are you to your teeth?
And then meanwhile, what has the Sons of Ether been up to since then? Fucking nothing. Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
No progress has been made towards mass ascension since 1945.
Well, of course not. The whole modus operandi on the Ether thing just blew up in their face.
And so what, you just fucking give up? You just call yourselves the Sons of Ether out of spite and then nothing fucking happens?
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
pretty sure they were doing something. I mean,
and that's it.
These are adventurous scientist pulp action heroes. They gotta be doing something.
In the events that were leading up to World War II, the Sons of Ether joined the traditions because they just basically invited themselves to it. They said, "We heard that you're missing the Slificati. We'll fill in the seat that they were filling in. We know a lot about matter. Just go ahead, let us in." And at the time, it was a good idea because Kyle, this was the first technocratic faction to ever turn coat into favor of the traditionalists.
Oh, yeah?
You just needed whatever W you could get. Because around this time, the Nefandi had soared in power with the turn of the millennia. Turn of the century. They were going to win the Ascension War, and you needed any sort of help you can get, especially after the Slificati betrayed you, and the Ale Bettini proved to be the most prickly bitches to ever live. You cannot reason with these people.
No.
Yeah, the Ali Bettine, not exactly the friendliest lots.
And with the Sons of Ether, they said they had all this inside knowledge about how the Technocratic Union worked. They could show you how all the iteration technology could be hacked, how to reverse engineers what the Syndicate were doing, all this information that was half accurate. The people that you actually wanted on your side were the virtual adepts, but they did not want to turn coat at the time. And the book brings up in the relationship section, anytime a Technocrat breaks out of the mind control and realizes that what they've been doing has been wrong the entire time, they will almost always join the Sons of Ether. The Sons of Ether is just the recycling bin of Technocrats that broke out of the Matrix when it comes to traditionalists. You'll occasionally get a New World Order agent that will find God and join the church, or you'll get a member of Iteration X who decides that he wants to become a cyborg assassin for the Euthanatos, but usually they'll join... Usually they'll just end up joining the Sons of Ether instead.
Yeah, basically.
And then the people you actually want on your side, the virtual adepts, would end up joining later on. As for how the Sons of Ether convinced them to bring on the adepts at all, because as we'll find out, nobody fucking likes the Sons of Ether.
Well,
I don't know how
to
they pull it
don't
off.
like anybody either.
No.
We'll get to that in a minute.
They have nothing nice to say about anybody.
Well, they do really like the virtual adepts. That's about it.
And that's it. That's the one.
Well, yeah, they're mood kindred.
It's Kyle. You remember the Boondocks and I were talking about the moment, and
yes.
In the third season they bring up the synthesis.
Yes.
That kind of synthesis. That synthesis is what you have between the Sons of Ether and virtual adepts.
Which leads to total fucking catastrophe.
The minute the two realize they want to kill each other, it'll be the end of the world.
Ah, yes, the wizard synthesis.
I mean, some say that Hegel is a avenue for magical foci.
And then the book says, but besides that, look at all the cool technology. Look on page 30, we have the waiter droid.
It does look cool.
Oh my god. Like, the homeboys be built like the Jetsons, but evil, bruh.
Exactly that. If you like 1950s shit, the Sons of Ether is the faction for you. If you like steampunk, if you like clock punk, if you like diesel punk, solar punk, any kind of punk that isn't cyberpunk, this is the faction for you. Now, how do you join these guys? What?
Oh, these are pretty much pulp action heroes and adventurers. The kind
Really,
of,
yeah.
Some of them are,
Doc
but-
Samson. Well, gosh, how are we gonna get out of this one? With my brain, Johnny.
It's
Freaking
Doctor
MacGyver
Who, the
type
faction.
shit.
If you have a very weird British TV show you wish to reinvent in a tabletop format, the Sons of Ether are the faction for you.
I would not recommend the Doctor
People
Who
assume
tabletop
that
game.
time
That is
is
ass.
calls to
Well,
effect.
the last season was fucking ass that killed the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sounds just about right, dog. I mean,
Ki-
Star Trek is dead too.
Yeah, Kyle, I remember you told me you really like it when the hero of a show cries every episode.
What?
What?
Yeah, sometimes more than once.
Is that what happened
Yeah,
in the
it's
last
more than
season of
that,
Doctor
it's-
Who?
That was
It was the
so
whole
stupid.
season of the Doctor Who and the second season after that. And mind you, that Doctor was by far the most pathetic, passive iteration of the Doctor or any character ever. His assistant did more than the actual Doctor did.
It really was just a metaphor for the British government in 2026.
Yep.
Bro, the only version of Doctor Who that I watched was the Tom Baker Doctor Who, where he has the long scarf.
I actually based my mage character, Lucian Duval, after Matt Smith a bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And I can see bits and pieces of him and how he designed them.
Yeah.
He's going to break into my house and make me cook beans out just throw out the window.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
mate,
were
I ate your
refried.
beans.
Who doesn't have refried beans in their pantry, you asshole?
Colt Mason, you're Scottish. You know how to make beans. You know how to work
Yes, I do, but they're not my preferred. They're not my preferred meal, if I'm being honest.
Oh boy, beans. Are those kosher by any chance?
He immediately steps into Victor.
Yeah, those beans. That seems to be a running thing. Is like whenever I go to Colt, Vic just jumps right into being Vic.
Well, it's your own fault, Colt. You allowed this man to your haven. Once you let the Malkavian through your door, you don't get rid of him.
Yeah. He is your problem forever. He is a
Exactly.
vampire. He does not.
Hey, I'm loyal to the bone.
I'm bad to bone. No.
So how do you become a Sons of Ether? So you have to be a very eccentric lunatic who thinks he's right about everything. And then the Sons of Ether will just come to you. Does find you.
It's like, wow,
To
I've
be
never
fair, there
seen
is
somebody
a
with
little
their
more
head
to
so
that.
far up their own ass before. I desperately need to talk to this person.
I mean, you may
You'll
want to
find
because
a guy
they
who's
can
a
hook you up
fucking
with the
psycho.
good stuff.
A belligerent narcissist, somebody who's full of shit, who's up his own ass. Essentially Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Is who you want to be.
Let's
And-
say
and after that-
hypothetically.
James
Well,
Bond.
my
Let's say
cousin,
hypothetically,
Ben
I was to
Shapiro.
violate consensus and prove that ether exists. What would happen?
Hey, Ben Shapiro, how hypothetically kosher would it be to bite your neck at this very moment?
So,
Let's say
Yeah, oh, I'm
hypothetically,
thinking
would you
about-
allow that? And you do take a little bit of my blood. And let me take. What would you say would happen to me afterwards? Would I then
Like-
turn into an anti-Semitic vampire?
Story, get
Or
that
would I
shit the fuck
become...
out of here.
You got the fucking like Alvin and Chipmunks Ben
God
Shapiro.
damn
Oh my god. Alvin's an anti-Semite.
I'm now
Peter,
thinking
we
of a
have
Sons of Ether
We
like
have to
coterie.
put the gas on.
No.
I'm thinking of a Sons of Ether coterie that's like the masterminds Sons of Ether coterie of Ben Shapiro, Dennis Prager, Charlie Kirk, and Jordan Peterson. You just
Why
have
not
all
Nick
four of them-
Fuentes? You were gonna say that.
No, not him. Not him.
Nick
Is he
Fuentes
too
is
gay?
Nick Fuentes is a pawn by the NWO. We all know
Not-
that.
he's an NWO.
Most
He's an
likely.
NWO.
Same thing with Tim Pool.
Exactly that.
I'm gonna grab some more water. My throat's pretty sore, so I'll be right back.
Oh my
So-
god,
Understandable.
that's
See, like a
funny
little
as
like
hell.
more like
Yeah.
elaboration as to how you become a Sons of Ether member. You usually need to be just a smart boy. At the
It's
end of the day.
not that you need to be smart. You need to have like a PhD and PhDs.
It-
At least
it's-
before World War II.
It's
After
the
that, they
same
like
kind of
lowered the
hiring
standard a bit.
process of the NWO. You need to be a straight A student, and you have 140,000 IQ, You need to be super smart, super clever, and then we just come in and ruin your life.
You need to be a good boy, eat all your vegetables, learn to say your prayers, and then we'll come into your life and we'll fuck that up.
Instead of working for the NWO, who's actually accomplishing something, you get to work for the Sons of Ether.
Yeah. You get to work for yourself, though.
You get to be your own boss
God.
at your own hours, make money that you just gave yourself at the Manosphere.
Just literally just shit out like golden coins,
Yeah.
dog.
You know that guy, Andrew Ryan? He's one of us. He's making this city at the bottom of a whole ocean. We think we're going to see real big returns from it.
Exactly that. Yeah, all this
Section
money and all this
1248. This is reality deviancy. I repeat, this is reality deviancy. Lucian, put the pen down, please and thank you.
We know why, like, Ayn Rand was full of shit, because an individualist society would just never work. That'll never be a thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
This is why a libertarian candidate will never be elected. It's not ever going to happen. At least in America.
Because chances are they'll rewrite your entire character, turn you into like a crazy brainwashing billionaire that wants to take over the entire wasteland. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud?
Exactly that.
Mr. House.
The Avatar. Now, how to explain the Avatar is that you get so smart, a piece of your soul and your mind leaves your body and enters the Umbra.
Your head goes so far up into your ass that your mind literally penetrates your mind, and you talk to yourself that way.
Oh my god.
It's got nothing to do with how the dream speakers accurately depict it. It's got nothing to do with Celestial Chorus's idea. It's just the Sons of Ether said, I'm so smart, my intellect cannot be contained within my body, and therefore it's in the Umbra now.
I shall now give my own brain sloppy toppy.
That's the thing. You can have a conversation with your own brain with the Sons of Ether.
That's funny.
And then going into how society works, there is no fucking society. There is no society. You're just a group of guys who said, look at this cool thing I invented, and then you show off the thing.
Oh, Joey, bully, good sir, bully.
What?
It's basically just this entire... God, what was that word? Oh, it's an intellectual hand-jiving convention. They're pretty much just looking to give each other back pats and good kisses goodnight. They want you to tell each other how smart and awesome they are. It's an intellectual echo chamber. That's what it was.
It's just a group of narcissists all trying to show off how smart they are to each other.
Yeah.
And it's
it's not just all that. There are factions in here, which we will get to later.
Well, let's do it now. Let's do it now. The first one is the Ethernauts, who are guys who's are these old firebrands who swear the ether's real. We need to go get the God particle and make the world better for everybody. And also the guys who will just do science for the sake of doing science. Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Let's just do the thing if it gives me more power.
I have created a jetpack. Why? Why the fuck do I want to go walking everywhere?
Don't you want a jetpack?
Don't you want a jetpack? Well,
yeah,
kinda, yeah. Well, here you go. Here's your license.
I'm just thinking of the island of Dr. Moreau, where you just surgically alter animals and force them to be more human, and you make a cult of personality out of your god complex, where these poor human manimals see you as a god. That's literally the plot of the book.
That is total Sons of Ether energy.
It's terrible.
I'm going to look at what the comic is in the background while I'm doing this bit as well. You got the Utopians.
Oh boy.
Yep.
These are guys who insist that they're helping the world, insist that they're helping humanity, insist that they're slowly helping people reach a perfect paradigm and are all going to exist and make the world a better place for everybody through the power of science.
Science! But in all seriousness, this is the closest you're going to get to a good guy faction in this entire tradition.
She blinded me with science.
And they think they're doing the right thing.
Song.
As usual. Because it's fucking shit.
Actually, I gotta send that song now.
With our new product, we will get rid of all your problems. Brings over to like a heavily crippled war veteran, splashes him,
There it is. I fucking found it. So fucking tangent moment. What was the book you just named off, Victor?
Oh, The Island of Dr. Moreau from H.G. Wells. Same guy who also made The Time Machine and Invisible Man.
Let's see here. Kind of when it comes to Grey Furs, do you know Stephen Galacci?
I do not. I don't think.
So this is the guy who made. I'm looking this up. He's the guy who made Albedo, ultimately. Where
Albedo?
Kyle, that probably doesn't mean anything to you now. It used to be like a big deal back in like the 70s and 80s.
Oh, okay.
The dog was basically like the Robert Crumb of his day.
Oh, okay.
Except it wasn't creepy. It was, but he made a story in 2012 called A Doghouse, where exactly what you just described is in a Dr. Moreau story is, in the distant future, scientists made dogs genetically modifiable just so you can have them as your husband.
Oh, is that the
That's
weird
kinda messed up.
manga or some shit?
You mean Dog Ningen?
Is and here's what it looked like in studio notes.
Oh god.
That's
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
put
what
that
the
up?
fuck?
Furries.
I think I wanna put that
And
up.
then there's a
Some
whole like
furry
restraining
shit,
bolt
bro.
scene in it that he stole from Hellsing, where he like removes the restraining bolt in his wrist and he gets in a fight.
Bro, oh my god.
And this is what the
Actually-
fucking Sons of Ether do.
Another Sons of Ether thing is I remember watching like a horrible documentary years ago.
About how the Soviet Union made like some two-headed dog or something like that, and like
Yeah.
both of the heads were alive, and it was fucking horrible, man.
That sounds terrifying.
Another reason why communists should never have power.
Hydra.
Yeah.
Next up, you have the Cybernauts, who really are just virtual apps, but they don't want to commit to the virtual reality.
Yeah, basically.
You don't have the stones to live in the digital web, so you're just a Sons of Ether by default.
Yep.
Though, in all seriousness, I bet the Cybernauts have like the best gaming setup you will ever see. I'm talking
Wait.
borderline Starship Enterprise level tech.
The
Wait,
$1,000
Angry video
iRacing
game
setup,
nerd. What?
they're gamers.
Gamers.
Yeah.
They're like
next up, you have
gamers.
next up, you have the Progressivist, who casts magic by
no.
creating a Somalian daycare that they managed to launder all this money through.
So they're syndicate adjacent.
Yes, it's social science that they do. It's social science
Guys,
saying
We found them.
you can't. I'm going to cast the magic that's going to combat racism and sexism and all this other social issue shit. And
Oh, no,
That
why-
would make sexism and racism worse.
with all the same kind of tact that you see in the modern day. We have
no.
DZ
Oh,
threats
no.
running around in northern states as we speak.
Oh no, I'm thinking
That the COG might commission these people. Oh no.
That's terrifying.
Our
to
greatest
think of.
invention yet, the Leering Center.
We have a named representative of this group. His name is Zoran Mamdani. And that's his
I
name.
was gonna say something more political, but I don't know if I should say it.
He's going to say something racist. He's going to drop the N-bomb on camera.
No, it's not that.
And meanwhile,
gonna
it's
hold my
something to
tongue.
bring up with the progressivist. A vast majority of Sons of Ether members are men. As in almost the
yeah,
entire
no
time.
say.
shit. No shit,
It's-
Sherlock.
It's because a lot of science tends to be male-dominated. It's father science, mother nature. The way that the Verbena is almost all women, the Society of Ether, the Sons of Ether are almost all men. But unlike the
Yeah.
Verbena, who stood by their firebrand guard of feminism and refused to change their names, the Sons of Ether fucking pussied out and renamed themselves the Society of Ether.
Yeah, but wasn't that like 20th edition?
Well, they were also thinking about doing that in the original release.
Ah.
They're thinking about that. They wanted to appeal more appealing to women because they realized that it was a massive sausage fest and they had no bitches to fuck.
They can literally create their own furry slaves.
You
Why
could.
do they want to ruin it by bringing women into it?
They were going to bring women into the Sons of Ether.
Because not
Bro,
all the Sons of Ether
You
are
have a near
furries,
perfect
obviously.
society.
Dude, Dude, I'm thinking about like some SOE chick where like her whole thing is like she makes like makeup or something. For some weird reason, I'm thinking like some SOE chick that makes makeup.
You're the sons of Ether. Just inject yourself with HRT and become a woman your own damn self.
I was thinking of that. Actually,
and create your own.
You can.
Actually, I was thinking
Behold, my new Robo-Maid, completely created with indestructible titanium. She will cook, clean, and take care of the home for you. Yes, sir. What's your question? Can you fuck it? What?
What? Can you fuck it? What? No! Oh, I'm out of here. I know what you're quoting, Robot Chicken.
The Sons of Ether will ask you, are you ready to buy one of them sex robots?
Oh my god, it's Blade Runner all over again. Shit.
Next up is the Traditionalists, who are basically a bunch of racist mages that want to insist on their old way of life before women and progressivism ruined everything.
Ah, yes. These are the fellows who created the whole literal white power magic, I assume.
They decided they were going to fuel and solve our energy crisis off of the one thing that will never run out, and that being white power.
No, wait. I got it. I got an idea.
I assume they were disappointed by the 1960s.
Yeah.
I got an idea. So instead of it being white power, just get some nut job hotep that's trying to make white people darker skin.
After a white man dies, you just grind them up and turn them into a source of energy.
I pray my employers never see this video.
And this guy works for the Uktena. Make it that too. This guy is like literally direct Uktena kinfolk to drive it home.
The entirety of the Sons of Ether have been compromised by the Uktena.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm sorry. With this faction, I'm spurging out with splat mixing right now. I'm sorry. I'm just spurging out with
That's the fun with
mixing.
this.
I mean,
yeah,
it's a world of
it's made
darkness.
for that.
And next up is the mad scientists who are Sons of Ether who quit lying to themselves and admit to themselves what they really are.
They just double down. They're like, "Fuck it, we ball."
I don't actually have sort of greater need. I don't have any sort of greater vision. I just do this shit for the love of the game.
Literally.
I actually have a Sons of Ether mad scientist in a mage game I'm going to be doing with my main groups in a couple weeks.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh no!
Good luck, sir.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to have fun with this.
What else is in here? When it comes to politics, they have a whole section called the Great Hall in Paris.
Oh boy!
For what loose structure they have, whenever they come to discuss ideas when it comes to political science, it's debated here in Paris, which is now become a PvP zone in 2026.
Yeah.
You just
fucking progressivists.
What's the guy's name? Like Anthony something, where it was just like him and like a 20-man brawl right in front of the Eiffel Tower. He had his camera in one hand, a fart gun in the other. His security detail was fighting 4 guys at one time.
That's funny.
Jeez.
Wait,
that's how you know you're a badass too. When you're able to fight 4 men at one time and you don't tire out.
Based. Man, now I'm just thinking of Despicable Me. Would you say Gru is a good SOE?
He is.
He is. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's precisely what
Hell
it is.
yeah.
Yeah. At least in the first movie.
Along with Vector, fucking Balthazar Brat would count as well.
Yeah, and he's like, I grab the moon. No, I shrink the moon, I grab the moon, and I sit on the toilet. Wait, what?
And Victor Orban sounds almost identical to Gru.
Literally, I saw that shit on Instagram, and I told Esmond, like, is this fucking real? Is this literally what your prime minister sounds like? And he's like,
is this the man who Esmond hates with all of his heart, soul, and body?
Dude, I can't take him seriously. I'm sorry. His voice is
Man
too
is not
goofy.
beating the allegations. His political
he's
career
being fined
is
$1
gone.
million a day for not bringing in immigrants.
That's
You can
fucking
find me all
funny.
you want. My money is worthless now.
I'm getting all my money from Donald Trump. He'll bail me out again.
Oh, Daddy Trump. Can you please lend me 1 orange pubic hair so I can floss my teeth with it?
Well, I don't normally do this, but since I kind of like you, okay.
Oh, thank you. I am going to caress it and sleep with it that night as if it's my child.
We are quickly going off the rails.
This is
That's what we
just
do
so
every
low, bro.
episode.
Dude, I'm just spitting bars. I'm free rapping, bro. I'm rap
I'm
song
on the
dog.
ether.
We have hit marks for Iteration X. We have the Sauroids with the progenitors. Do the Sons of Ether have people they can make? Well, they do have Frankensteins, yes, but they also have golems they can make. They stole from Jewish culture and decided to make them made of clay, stone, and iron.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure there might be a couple Jewish Sons of Ether. They don't really have any specific religious affiliation.
Well, most of them are atheists, ultimately.
They're all Redditors. All of them.
They do believe that there is a one, but the one is a matter. He's more of like a source of matter than an actual being with sentience. This is what separates them from the Celestial Chorus.
Oh, Heavenly God, what you talking about? Higher power. The only higher power I know is the stuff that I'm feeling from my blender.
They think God exploded, is the idea.
He was the Big Bang.
He was, and now he's gone, and his body is all around us as the ether, and we need to harness it in order to make ourselves better. Let's not lie and say it's for humanity. It's just for us.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, basically, I'm about to blow.
And they appropriated Jewish culture by creating golems.
Yeah.
Yep.
And through that power. How many of those have you made, of course, your life?
What, golems?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have the right materials. See, like, I was never bar mitzvah,
It's just
so I was
clay.
never given the budget for it.
It's just clay. You just go outside and get your hands dirty.
Well, if that's the case, then I probably made a couple when I was younger. They didn't come to
fucking
life.
IT guys, you're just inside of a house all day, working from home.
I only get to do that one day a week.
It's every day. Every day is a Monday for you. Every day is a Saturday for you. You never leave the home anymore. You don't talk to anybody except for on the internet.
That's not true at all, matter of fact. I mean...
that ended several years ago.
Half of my problem
If I put it through a lathe, would that work too?
Probably. Half the problem that I have is that everybody
back in
keeps
here.
inviting me out to do shit all the time.
Damn you and your social life.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Why is it when I'm in my late 20s that everybody wants to invite me?
Wait, what?
Huh?
I'm in my late 20s, and Kyle, how many I need to modify the closing time of this episode. I need to modify this, I need to modify that. I need to cancel the session on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays now. It's a lot now.
Quite a bit, yeah, because people keep inviting you out to do shit.
Exactly that.
And it's great.
I finally get a social life in my late 20s.
Yeah, I know. It took long enough, but hey, we got one. I'm not complaining. Well, actually, yeah, I'm complaining a little bit. It's quite a bit.
Let's see. Next idea is the ether space. Do you mean outer space?
No, you plebeian. Ether space.
No, it's outer space. There's already a name for this. It's called outer space.
No, but that ether space sounds cooler.
No, it's outer space.
Duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season.
It's
duck
that.
season, rabbit season.
They said we're going to call it ether space because it's extreme. Wait, what? And there's just going to be a massive headache in the heads of every void engineer out there.
We're going to call it ether space. Why? Because it sounds more fun.
And in ether space, you have the Victoria Station, a station that orbits around the moon that nobody wants to invade because apparently they made a pact with the Fae to defend it.
That's fucking funny as shit, dude.
Yeah, but we have she fairies on the moon defending the Sons of Ether base.
Yeah. Just go onto that station as a regular ass scientist. You see fucking Legolas at the bar drinking a martini. He's like,
he waves at you and then shoots you in the head with an arrow.
I just realized something. So the ISS is technically a BST hive, right?
Yes.
More or less.
You get the fucking
Holy
BSTs on the ISS fighting the Etherites on their secret moon base, guarded by the She. That'd be lit as fuck, dude.
Is that going to be your next Mage game, Kyle?
Probably not.
You don't have the stones to run Mage Ascension.
I'm much more invested in doing Mage Dead Space.
With the Void Engineers?
Yes.
Yeah, base.
From what I understand, Victoria Station blew the fuck up. So maybe you can go there post-destruction.
You gotta go there, you gotta salvage what you can.
Yeah.
Because they blew it up and revised.
Yeah. Rip.
It's gone now. Thank
Rip
you,
El
State Street
Bozo.
Maelstrom, for happening.
Yeah.
And ruining everything.
Yeah. Thank you, Xerxes Jones, for blowing up the afterlife. You asshole.
The Quay Jin, Emperor Chin, Ravnos.
It's funny as shit.
Oh, you
Bro,
fucking people.
More than anything else, I'm looking at a video of like this inbred Southern girl showing her teeth. What the hell? Dude, this girl ugly as fuck, bro. She looked like my ass hairs was a person, bro.
Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about? What page?
Dude, he's looking at something in another tab.
I'm looking at demonic Instagram reels. I'm sorry.
He's getting brain rot by the NWO as we speak.
Yep.
Yo, literally, man, Trevor Schnitzel be caressing my toes, dog.
She's got the upper decker gums, bro.
Dude, that's crazy.
And then next is the Gernsback Continuum, aka a horizon realm that exists to be an echo chamber. It is the cover of every 1950s pulp fiction novel that ever existed. It's the fault dimension, is what it is. And you go there, and it's this massive echo chamber where all of you narcissists kiss each other's asses and compliment each other, and then you just slowly go insane from cabin fever in this realm.
It's beautiful.
Sounds neat.
And then you have the Hollow Earth. You were thinking that the Earth was flat? No, it's not flat. It's hollow.
Yeah.
You go inside of it.
Honestly, more cooler.
That's plebeian shit.
The Earth is flat. It's just ridiculous.
You go inside the Hollow Earth. You know there's not a Hollow Earth convention now, is there?
No, there is
Yeah.
not.
Because we can't have fun these days.
You can't go into this massive cave system. You got people who are caving. We got a caver out there who's probably discovered the Hollow Earth.
Yeah. Maybe that's where all those hikers disappear to.
After they get sucked down in that nutty putty cave meme of the guy who's stuck dangling in the cave.
Yeah.
And died of 3 days of a head rush. That was a nasty death too.
Yeah,
I would say I might die of shock, but fuck it, break my legs and drag me out. I don't want to die like this. But and then with the Hollow Earth, it's kind of left on the wayside now because they said the Nazis ruined it. There used to be a beautiful Hollow Earth, and it kind of became sour. The memory of it became sour after the Nazis set up a bunch of bases in the Hollow Earth, and now they don't really want to go there.
We are going to set base here.
But you do have a bunch of Sons of Ether mages that will just hang out underground and lose their minds underground. Before we go into traditions, Storyteller, what is the tradition that is the most responsible for making Marauders?
I mean, if I'm going to have to take an opinion on that, maybe Cult of Ecstasy with all the dirgs they do.
Oh, well, they just die from Paradox, but...
yeah.
No, we have a quantified number. It is the Aetherites. No, it's the Euthanatos that causes the most Marauders.
Oh.
When it comes to this. Because your eyes are bigger than your murder stomach, and you eventually lose your mind from how many people you kill within the Euthanatos. But number 2 is the Sons of Ether. This is the second biggest producer of Marauders in the World of Darkness.
I mean, to be fair, I think a Sons of Ether Marauder would be kind of fun to hang around, so long as you don't go insane yourself.
What happens is because of the nature of this group, you go into cabin fever by locking yourself within your own horizon realm, where you just continue to feed your own theories that are based off of complete fucking nonsense. You can't even explain how you came to these conclusions. Kyle,
it just happens. How do magnets work? I don't know.
Kyle, you remember Paradise Lost? I've mentioned this a couple of times with you on the show.
Yes.
And you have the character of Lucifer in it.
Yep.
And Lucifer's whole character is that he is the intellect that falls in love with itself. He is so convinced that he's Mr. Perfect, that everything he knows is correct and everything he says is correct, that he believes that he is above God himself, and that's why he challenges him.
Yep.
That's the exact same issue you have with the Sons of Ether. That is their fatal flaw. They are so arrogant and so convinced that they're the smartest people in the room that they fail to see the blatant, easy to spot mistakes that they constantly make as a group.
So the
and they have
suddenly Charlie Morningstars makes a whole lot more sense now.
and they have
Yep.
no self-reflection, no self-criticism, and no self-awareness as a group.
It's
This is
basically
shared amongst the entire faction.
the Greek myth of Narcissus, who starves himself to death admiring his own reflection.
Exactly that.
Yep. And then a flower pops up in place of his corpse.
And then you get guys that want to be the
And
next
then the flower's
Sarvargo.
named after him.
You go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking about flower into place, you got a guy who's working at a greenhouse who goes insane in his greenhouse dimension. He dies, becomes a flower, and then he comes back as poison ivy.
Or
Nice.
worse, the plant from Little Pet Shop of Horrors.
That fucking thing.
Feed me, Seymour.
Little pet shop horrors.
No shit, Sherlock. I'm a mean green mama from outer space.
We remake the series, but instead of it being a plant that eats people, it's just a plant that sucks your dick. And then it continues to grow in size every time you nut in it.
How?
I don't understand what Rick Sanchez was on.
Jesus
And it's
Christ.
ultimately an analogy for porn addiction.
Yeah,
It's
literally. Like,
allegorical.
I bet somebody made that on Fur Affinity or E6.
No, there
porn
is
out there.
there is
There.
Little Shop of Horrors porn out there. It's the most terrifying shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I
I
imagine.
know.
Like,
I
why
can
would you
only
let that thing
imagine.
anywhere near your penis? I don't get it.
I don't
It's
know.
fucking
Some
scary,
people like the
man.
teeth.
Oh.
Man,
Ugh.
some people
Like-
just want straight teeth when they're getting sucked. You know what I mean?
Ugh.
It's rough, dude.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Straight teeth. Oh! Oh!
Relationships, Kyle.
Yes.
So go over.
So,
No, not relationships, opinions.
yes.
Yeah,
with
opinions.
with the largest O ever printed in print. It's kind of
Now,
ridiculous.
notice these guys have nothing nice to say about fucking anyone.
No, like
I
the
have
thing-
very-
Oh,
pumpkin.
man, really? I
Yeah,
couldn't
they have-
tell.
They have no kind words or anything.
Yes. So the Akashics are very much the pot calling the kettle black. They feel it. They keep asking them questions, and then they receive no answers. And then, the head monk said something that I think is the most true thing that anybody has ever said about the Aetherites. If you cannot find the answers within your own silence, your mind makes too much noise. You must learn to let it calm and allow natural utterances to be heard. And the Aetherite responds thusly. How's that for an inscrutable answer? It is exactly the answer that you needed to hear, but were too dense to actually comprehend. It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Basically.
We have an entire library made up of all the memories of everyone who has ever lived, and we're trying to form a perfect library so we can all ascend to reach Nirvana. Now that's stupid. I know more than that Akashic record does. I don't need that.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
kind
God,
of fucking
why-
ridiculous.
Bro, the SOE actually make me think of Ferb from Beck the Schizo, a funny YouTuber that made like Ferb like this total freaking like narcissist that thinks he knows everything and that he's objectively right about everything.
And then-
This
Sorry, I
fucking
got
guy.
So the Celestial
No, it's
Chorus,
actually
they-
really funny series.
Yeah.
No, it's like these guys think that they know more than
Than
the
everybody.
seat of the mind sphere.
Yeah,
They-
it's
They
ridiculous.
Oh my
swear they know
God.
more than the people whose whole job it is to improve the mental capacities of their members.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Big
what else is
and
we're talking
gay.
about.
All right, so Celestial Chorus. They do have some interesting discussions with most of their contention comes about not necessarily the existence of the God of the One, but how exactly God manifests. As we said before, the Aetherites firmly believe that God has exploded and manifested himself as the Higgs boson particle. Meanwhile, they believe that the Celestial Choristers believe that, the God is the prime motivator of all things in the universe. So that's where the major point of contention comes between the two of them. But, the Aetherite, again, has their head up their ass.
Mhm.
Yes.
The Celestial Chorus is factually right about everything when it comes to creation of the world. They know everything, and you swear that you know more than them. Because you
they're
say
Aetherites.
that God is an illogical
Sheer
idea.
Fucking hubris.
We have two people. We have the Ebon Dragon and the Scarlet Phoenix we can send you out to space and talk to.
Yeah, but they're not
You
going
want
to
to
do
talk to them?
that.
You want to do that? You want to talk to the 2 angels in the world that actively seek out humans?
No, I
Or
think I'm
if you
going to
want,
build another
go
rocket ship to go blow up something on another planet.
Oh,
Or you can go talk to the
fucking
order parties, and
idiots.
they will summon an angel for you.
we'll get
Boys,
the
I got peanut brittle.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I thought it'd be funny to be off topic.
That's what the angel says when he comes into the room.
Yep.
Hey,
Damn, bitch,
boys,
you
we
live
got
like this?
peanut brittle.
All right.
The angel
Sorry,
said
I
I'm
didn't mean to
correct.
time
No, I'm more correct. Angel comes up. I think peanut butter is pretty boss.
Yeah. Dude, this shit fire, man. You're like crunchy as shit, man. I
Well, this
love
shit
nuts
hit-
in my mouth.
This
It
shit
should
hitting.
hit different.
All right, the ecstatics. They're a lot of fun to be around, but they have absolutely no basis in science whatsoever.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that is
Bullshit.
truly bullshit.
Not like the fuck, like the fuck. That
These are the guys
overdosing
that
is the
mastered
thing.
the
You have to
time
measure out how much
sphere.
of the drug you're fucking taking by milligrams.
I
These
don't
are the
think
masters
that's
of
a
you
science
don't
anybody
need to
wants
build
to know
any
about.
time travel
If I
machines.
put more of this in me, I die. That's the science behind it.
Yes. It's
Yeah,
it's kind of
I'm
ridiculous
gonna-
how they blew off the cult of ecstasy. I think that's a missed opportunity.
Oh my.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say this. I think a good character concept for a Cult of Ecstasy member would be like a therapist or something that helps people
Yes.
microdose on drugs or some shit like mushrooms.
It's
In
like when you
fact,
go
my
for a
state
nice walk in the
legalized
park, you're going to
microdosing
take this tiny
mushrooms.
little mushroom right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna guide you through.
Oh,
it.
you're on that island? Okay, I have something special for you.
Oh my god. We're so fucked after this video.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
God damn
Well, why
it.
do you have to write Mage the Ascension like this? Like, Mage is a very political game. It's going to happen.
That's true. It's true.
This is
how
why you're never going
political
to
it
make
is.
Mage 5,
funny.
you fucking
No, they're never
pussies.
going to.
It's never going to happen.
No balls.
So
We're going to get a
balls.
Wraith 5 before we get a Mage 5.
I
We'll
doubt we're
probably
gonna
get a
anything.
changeling.
never happen.
Nay, I say a mummy 5 before we get mage.
A Mummy 5. The fuck would they even
Oh,
do
yes.
That'd be,
I don't know, but I'm sure they'll find a way to erase
They'll find a
all
way to ruin it.
Egyptian iconography from it.
because it's racist.
that?
The Dream
Being Egyptian
Speakers.
is racist, therefore you can't be it.
Yeah. Apparently, being Irish is racist. Go figure.
Yeah, because they
Well, I kinda hate to break it to you.
massacred my beloved Fianna. Anyway,
You-
enough
you
They
bitching
know
about
both
massacred
Kyle.
my
things
get
can't be
offenders, Kyle. I know your pain.
You mean the cult of Femmer? Anyway, the Dream
She
Speakers.
wasn't here, you
I
son
want to
of a
call
bitch.
them a slur, but I'm not going to.
Call the Dream Speakers a slur. Let's
Vic's
see what's
sitting out here with his hand up. I have a racial slur to say. The Dream Speakers.
This peanut brittle's empowering me.
No, I'm not going to.
to.
All right.
I fucking
So
spat all over my screen.
they're fascinated by the Dream Speakers. They have some really profound connection to nature. They really can't quite understand. The problem is that they,
What?
the Dream Speakers don't really know anything about their version of science. And so they're,
Oh my god.
they either, were
What the
really
f-
incredibly interesting to talk to, or had absolutely nothing to talk to, or they actively despise them. The Aetheryte in question who was writing this, Professor Pith, was forced to leave their camp after, I believe,
Professor
pissing
Pith
them
was
off.
talking out of his ass the entire time.
Basically.
I imagine Professor Pith is a fat, rotund British man with a thick mustache and wears a beige adventurer's coat.
You
Oh,
never
yes,
had
I
a
am
secular
Professor
enlightenment,
Pith.
which is why you're so backwaters.
Oh, look at these interesting
By Jove,
savages
you
and the
water shamans don't know a damn thing you're talking about.
Savages, savages, stupid fucking savages. Sticking up my Ireland.
Oh boy, it's been a minute since I had to do this, huh? Goody here.
Hey, my boy.
Yeah, Goody here. Hey, look, let me tell you something. The Aetherites, they don't like us too much. You know what I'm saying? They think that we're, that we are overfixated on death, but that's part of our job. Look, we're doing the best that we can. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Sometimes the proper medication is death to these hapless sleepers, but guess what? They're not hapless. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing, and that's why they need to be reversed for the wheel. In short, they really, really, really don't like the Euthanatos because of their, rather brash solutions to problems. They really don't seem much of a reason to partake in their dreadful business.
If I may quote directly from the book, stay well away from the Euthanatos.
Yes.
My Gertie, why do you kill people?
Now, for a while, I thought the Euthanatos were complete fucking nonsense. And even when we were doing the episode on the Euthanatos, I didn't really get it when I was reading the Euthanatos. But then I began to realize, after going back over the book, I think like a fourth time, that killing people for the sake of like getting a reroll in their lives sound like bullshit to me until I began to realize what kind of people they were talking about. The Cat Lady, the game that came out in 2012, was a game that made it make sense to me. It's somebody who isn't just sitting around eating potato chips all day who needs to die. It's somebody who is an active burden and leech in society that is making life worse for everybody that needs to die.
Yep.
To Euthanatos. They're specifically serial killers at the end of the day.
They are the TS.
They're
the
the
hunt terminators.
There's the Luigi types, if you catch my drift.
Yes.
And
What about
when it comes-
Hannibal Lecter?
when it comes to the Sons of the Sons of Ether and the Euthanatos once again know more than you do, buddy, about how the world works.
Damn, bro, that's crazy. Click clack.
And that's not. God, you don't know shit about nothing. Hollow ones.
Speaking of not knowing shit about shit, I'm going to quote the book directly because I
yes.
think it's really funny. The dirty vagabond called himself a hollow one and thought this alone allowed him admittance to our meeting. We scoffed at him and sent him on his way. Okay, I see no fault with this. Moving on.
You're goth in 2026. Get the fuck out of here.
Yep. Order of Hermes.
The movement died with shopping
But
malls.
Johnny, I like goth girls. What's wrong with that?
They're not even goth girls anymore. They got the goth makeup on, they got the chokers on, and they're playing trap beats in the back of their TikToks.
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
You're
man.
not goth. They're just
What if they
whores.
watch-
That's all they are.
What if they watch horror movies with me?
A horror movie, yeah.
hard. Fine, you southerner. Jesus.
Modern horror movies.
Yes.
The
The Order of Hermes.
Yes.
Oh boy, my guys.
So, again, the pot calling the kettle black. They believe that the Order of Hermes has failed to change their ways since they both split away from the Technocratic Union. They try to convince them to integrate with some of the, Aetherite methods, but they deny the efficacy of their science. Pot calling the kettle black. You literally have a sub-faction called the Traditionalists.
Yep, basically.
If I may
It's
drag,
okay when we do it.
if I can drag the Aetherites back, they say in the book that the Order of Hermes has refused to accept change and are vanguards of a period that has long passed. Now, the Order of Hermes, second to the Social Chorus, is right about everything they say. Everything the Order of Hermes says is correct. The reason why they are resistant to change is because they've realized that humanity has gone horribly off the fucking rails and has made life worse for themselves in a gilded cage that they were trying to liberate them from. The Order of Hermes is trying to pull them back to that period so they can resume progress in liberating humanity and we can become as God. That's the thing you're not fucking recognizing, Aetherites. You are the illusions that the Hermetics are trying to liberate humanity from, and in your own fucking ignorance and arrogance, you are actively countering the paradigm of the Order of Hermes.
Yep.
That's the thing.
I will say that it is a lie that the Order Hermes are not embracing the new things. They are actively embracing new ideas. They have their own
How
house
many
of techno
times
mages.
have houses changed?
Oh,
How many
all
times
the
have a
goddamn
house
time.
changed?
All the time. They change New ones come, old ones fade into House Miscellaneous. Then those ones develop their own houses, and they gain a bunch of power. It's a cycle.
So much power in so many houses, we have to do 2 videos in order of Hermes alone.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely. And I hope I have my Sundays ready for that.
Yep.
We get you on that. Okay. We're going to need you on the Order of Hermes episode because it's a lot.
That's going to be
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The Verbena.
Oh.
They're
oh, no!
They, it doesn't matter how much they plead that these tattoos and the scars are necessary for the rite. You can go there in good faith to try and get some rare herbs for your experiment, and then it turns into an orgy. And no, there's no reason to be around these people.
The writer describes getting a tattoo from the Verbena while he was visiting them.
Yep.
He describes the attempt as traumatic, physically and emotionally. He felt like he was going to die getting a tattoo from them.
Oh no, they gave him a wound tattoo.
Yeah, exactly that.
What is it? Welcome aboard?
Is that they tattooed him with a knife?
No, they tattooed him with dick butt.
A fate worse than death.
Yeah, literally. That classic meme.
And now for the backhanded compliment for the virtual adepts.
So they really liked this one doctor is talking about the
Excel, who we briefly mentioned. I think we brought her up in the virtual apps episode.
I think so. So Dr. Hastings is talking up how cool this, Excel model is. They thought it was really efficient and designed really well. But then, eventually started to improve and iterate upon it to see if there's a better way to do it. And, Excel was rather, resistant to not really resistant, wanted a little bit more oversight, wasn't entirely sure about what Hastings was doing with it. So they like what Virtual Adepts comes up with. They just think they're undisciplined.
They like the technology the virtual apps make, but they wish they were making it faster and better.
Yes,
according to them.
That's hilarious.
The virtual adepts know so much more and understand so much more than the Sons of Ether do.
Yep, but they're speaking 2 different languages.
Could you imagine how powerful an Aetherite would be if they took their head out of their ass and actually learned from the other traditions? They would reach Ascension in record time.
Yes. Ascension was right there. You almost did it in 1887. What the fuck's been going on for the past 100 years?
Well, they lost the majority of their members after the 1940s. And
lost the motivations why we got here.
Yeah. And then the Void Engineers proved their theory was correct. And no Void Engineer has defected and gone over to the Sons of Ether to tell them, hey, you guys know that experiment you guys tried? Turns out you guys were duped. It's real. It's all real. I got the files. Not those files, these files.
These files.
The thing is, hey, I think your name is on this file.
No, we don't pay attention to that file.
Pay no attention.
But the 2 defectors. The virtual adepts built the Tenacrack Union. They were the spine. They were the Perturabo that was leading the Tenacrack Union. There would be no Tenacrack Union if it wasn't for them. Sure, the NWO were the visionaries behind the whole faction, but the virtual adepts are the ones that put in the hard work, kept it all together, and the technocracy is now floundering without the virtual adepts. It took them 60 years to get back on track and recover from the loss of the virtual adepts.
Yep.
Now, the thing is, with the Sons of Ether, they really did just rage quit, is the reason why they quit and joined the Virtualist. There's no real revenge quest like they did with the Virtual Adepts. It's just, you won't let me do what I want to do, so I'm going to go and play in a different sandbox with the kids that won't try to tell me that I can't have all the toys for myself.
Basically.
Yeah, basically.
Immediately goes into that sandbox, calls all the kids retarded, and just makes their lives worse.
Yep.
The Sons of Ether really are just the tradition that nobody gets along with. but it's that friend you had in high school who's really quiet that you're only friends with because you're realizing if you tell him to stop hanging out with you, he might come to school next day with a gun in his hand.
Yeah, they're kind of
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that
And
kind of
only
friend.
then, he's only as slightly more tolerable than the weird hippie chick
It's
with
just
the
that
suspicious knife.
it's the friend that fucking no one likes.
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
But is
Anyway.
not the bottom of the barrel.
Well, no, because we're about to talk about all the people they really don't like.
The Technocratic Union.
Yep.
Oh,
Starting it from the
boy.
top with Iteration X. I'm going to quote the book directly here. I do not believe our
All right.
tradition faces a more serious and capable enemy than the foot soldiers of Iteration X. However,
You
with
wouldn't
pluck
have
and
anything
daring-
without them.
Exactly. However, with pluck and daring, we can overcome even their mighty premium-tempered legions. So the thing is that they believe that the major weakness of Iteration X is that they misunderstand the power of the organic mind. Like, yeah, they're really good with all their cybernetic enhancements and all that, but you know, they claim they're better at science than them. They're not, and that they can occasionally outwit them. Matter of fact, like the Dr. Van Boss, who wrote this part of the article, it was edited. This article refers to where he, like, you know, was able to trick a Hitmark's thermal vision by heating up all the other things around him. This article refers to a Hitmark Model 2 and so is outdated concerning Mark 3s and higher. Note from the editors.
And there
I
we
will
go.
say that the thing that the Sons of Ether have over Iteration X is that the Sons of Ether are able to think outside the box. And the Iteration X can't really keep up with that imagination.
They signed their souls to a computer with a capital C and fucked themselves to death.
Yep.
It's over.
Almighty computer, tell me, what do you desire? Okie
Is that
dokie, I was going to do that
that?
anyway.
Exactly
That was
that.
kind of freaky, actually.
That's the whole thing. Like, computer actively hates humanity and cut himself off from humanity.
It's like
I
Warhammer
love you,
40K,
computer.
you're a tech priest.
Oh my
Become a
god,
tech
dude.
priest, go to Mars, learn the truth, tear out the implants, but while there's still time. Anyway,
That's
the
funny.
New World
Okay.
Order. Never underestimate the Men in Black. They're very good at reading you, unless you're really good at lying. But they're very, very quick with their backup. They're very, very efficient, and you need to take any X factor that you have in a fight against the NWO. You need to exploit that. Make sure that you have an environment that allows you to be random. Take advantage of their reliance on strict timetables.
I love that. I love that. It actively encourages you to be creative with your mage character to fight the NWO, because that
exactly
is
that.
what your best weapon is.
And meanwhile, the NWO just says, these are guys who are just disenfranchised employees who quit and then realize that they need you in 2 years and just join back with you again.
Which
Yeah,
I
basically.
will
describe
admit
them.
does happen sometimes, even
it
without
does.
the use of the 101 room.
It does.
Yes.
You know that 101 room that they have is literally a direct reference to
1984,
1984. I shit you
Yes.
not.
It
This
is.
is
I'm willing
literally
to bet
Yeah, from
1984.
1984.
Do it to her, not to
Oh
me.
my god, it's 1984!
Don't you, Julia? Don't you, Julia? Not to me. With the
the
Rats in
rats.
the cage and shit.
Yep.
Yep. Goldstein.
Yep. I remember reading that fucking book.
I love that book.
in high school. Anyway,
Dude, that book got me fucked up, man.
It is. Well, I mean, that's what
It is.
Orwell does.
Yep.
Anyway, the progenitors.
In high school, we were reading some dumb shit.
You're not wrong.
Okay.
Genitals.
The
Big
the
pharma.
progenitors, they say that they're all frauds, that everything they have is because the Sons of Ether went the other way around. You fucking
they're
motherfuckers, you tell the truth.
gay.
Tell
No,
the
I got it.
truth.
Even I
Oh
know
my
this is a
God.
lie.
It's
The
so
progenitors were
obvious they're
around a
talking
lot
out of their
longer
ass
than the
with this.
Sons of Ether.
There's a lot of opinions in this episode, isn't there?
The guy doesn't
We
even
have
like
a
give
lot
an
of
opinion on the
unsolicited
progenitors. He
opinions
just
about
says
traditions.
he
I
says
used to
like
be one of
I
those.
created a clone of myself, and then that clone created more clones, and now I created a virus that specifically kills me specifically, and we just didn't kill all the clones.
Nice.
And then I had a
Amazing.
giant orgy with all of my clones.
No.
Yes.
I used
That's
the
why
phrase
they all
"go
had to
fuck
die. They
yourself"
knew
to
too
the
much.
literal level.
That's there was a whole episode of China, Illinois, where that was the plot. They cloned each other and then they fucked themselves.
We come
that
full
was the
circle
plot.
back to the
Literally.
myth of Narcissus.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing.
literally.
Exactly.
Anyway,
They told me
It's
to
a
go
closed
fuck myself,
circuit.
so I did.
yep. The Syndicate.
So,
It does everything in its power to ruin the cash flow of the Aetherites. However, all you really need to do is build new and ingenious ways to make it look like you have all the money in the world, except the Syndicate will eventually catch on. But if they're going to catch on to you, just fuck around with them.
I see. The Sons of Ether are hood rich.
Tax
I
evasion.
cast the spell IRS audit.
That's basically
I-
what they
I
Oh
do.
my
encountered that-
god.
I'd encountered that spell through a spell where I launder money through my dead mother's PayPal. And then
Bro.
I then encountered that spell with my ultimate spell, Federal Lien.
I love how
Or
they...
go on.
I love how basically cast IRS tax audit is sending a fucking Aetherite a PayPal for $601.59.
That's the thing. And,
Oh
and
my
now
God.
now you gotta get probed by the fucking U.S. government for that.
Or
Behold, my ultimate spell.
Doge audit.
Oh, God.
or you could just do it like how they did. Spoilers for chapter 2 for Coffin Annie Lele, if anyone gives a shit. Basically, you force your mom to max out her credit card when you guys already have your death certificate, so you're already dead to the world. You kill your parents, so now you use your mom's credit card and commit credit card fraud.
Nice.
Behold.
It's cold as shit.
You can't audit a dead man.
It's so fucking funny, dude. God damn it, JoJo, you got me hyperfixated on that game. The brainworms
it's
won't
very
leave
well written.
me.
If you want to look in the minds of a psychopath.
Yep.
Yeah, literally.
It's kind of
Alright.
to explain, kind of because you don't get stories like that. It's you want to go on a tour of exploring how does somebody end up like this. Is the reason why I'm
Yeah, literally.
Like how do we get
The
here?
Marauder experience.
Mm-hmm.
The downward spiral of domestic abuse and neglect.
That makes sense. The Void Engineers. Never underestimate them. They're cunning, but they're kind of stupid, which is not true at all. The Void Engineers are smarter
What
than
the
you.
fuck?
It's,
Bro,
you
dude, why the
fucking
SOE
people.
dissing? What the
That's all they
fuck?
do.
They really don't have a
Captain
single nice thing to say about
Tiberius.
anybody.
They do not. They really don't.
Oh,
There's-
my God.
Have the Sons of Ether said one nice thing in this entire book
No.
about anyone?
About themselves, but, you know, not everybody
Yeah,
Oh,
else.
that's
absolutely
it.
themselves.
And that's it. You see why I mean by this being the evil faction amongst the traditionalists.
Just wait till you hear what
This
they have to say
isn't
about the
evil.
Marauders.
This is a stuck-up high school, fucking mean girl group. This
Basically,
isn't
everybody I went to
evil.
school with when I was in high school.
Yeah, no, Fondy are evil. These guys are assholes.
You're so smug and you're so snobbish and you're so convinced that you're a genius that I can't stand to be fucking around you.
Dude, the Sons of Ether are like the Dick Cheney of Mage. They're just haters for the fun of the game.
It's
Yeah.
the thing, like it's equivalent of a high school STEM kid and they think they have the world figured out because they're in STEM.
Yeah, exactly.
that's it.
Speaking of the Marauders, they're Marauders, but they think that they can learn something from them. Specifically, their ability to just ignore
You
paradox.
fucking idiot! What the fuck did you just say?
Yep. Yeah, they're not very
Oh
smart.
no.
What the fuck were you thinking?
Okay, you fucking James Rolfe, calm down.
That was the dumbest shit you could have said.
Everybody in this room is
Oh
now dumber
my
having heard that.
Somebody
I award you
with
no
an actual
points.
spiritual mental illness.
Okay, before we go on, I'm going to say,
crash
play devil's
out.
advocate here. They are technically right that there is something that they can learn from the Marauders, and that is finding a way to start detecting Nefandi, because the Marauders are the only people in all of Mage, nay, all of the world of darkness, who are probably the only ones able to do that.
Yep.
But other than that, you are playing with fire in a room full of gasoline.
Let's go to a guy who has magical borderline personality disorder and no sense of self, and let's ask him what his opinions are.
Yes, let's go talk to the guy who, when we get into 20 feet of him, we all become DC superheroes.
Yep.
Let's talk to the man who believes he's Odin, and if he touches you with his penis, you believe that he is Odin.
Yeah. It could be worse. It could be Zeus.
We believe that.
Unfortunately, Zeus was horny that day.
Oh my god.
That is pretty much sums up the entire Greek library of myth.
I'm 16 and I'm in Greece. I surely hope something doesn't happen to me.
Yep.
Oh, hello, friendly goats.
God.
And then there's also Norse mythology, which is, unfortunately, Loki had an idea.
He got impregged
by a horse.
Actually, be careful.
Yep.
There might be like Reddit mod marauders, and that might actually happen.
Terrifying to think about.
Nah, I want a marauder who's like some like freaking like deranged psychopath that like collects people's toenails and collects little pet shop toys and is like a total psychotic man-child.
That would be a Euthanatos marauder.
Yep.
Yeah, literally.
Anyway, the Nefandi. At least they finally had some goddamn sense here and said, no, no,
yeah,
no.
No.
I repeat, do not go near the Nefandi.
You don't have an Aetherite going, hello, fellow Aetherites. I'm here at the Science Convention. I'd like to introduce my friend, the Satanist, to the convention.
As he starts bleeding out of his eyes and spitting lies to people.
It's even worse. It's like you know that skit Saturday Night Live where Dwayne The Rock Johnson was a scientist. He goes, I have created a child molesting robot. He was.
Yo, what?
Yo, it's worse than a rapist.
A child.
A child. No.
And they say, I repeat, do not go near the Afandi.
Yep.
That is confirmed. That is pretty much what all the traditions, all the conventions are saying. I'll even go as far to say even the Disparate Alliance will tell you the same fucking thing. And I will keep repeating it every episode I am on this fucking show. Do not make friends with the Nefandi.
Do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Exactly. Except for your soul.
You can reason with Fomori, you can reason with BSDs, you can even find Wraith Spectres you can ally with. You cannot do that with the Nefandi.
Yes. I will even go as far to say you can reason with Black Spiral Dancers.
Or an Earthbound Demon if you make the right contract with them.
Yes. The Nefandi are that low on the trust me bro totem pole.
They will always stab into that. It's kind of to put it into perspective. It's you're playing Civilization 6 and Napoleon or Alexander Great is on the map.
Basically, you're going to get crushed no matter what.
Yeah, you're at some point you're going to have to deal with him. There's no making peace with him.
Yep.
And you're playing Gandhi, but the nukes are turned off.
Yeah.
No, my God.
All right. So, other things. Vampires. They tried their best to study them, and the vampires caught on to what they were trying to do, killed the fuck out of his lab assistant, and burned all of his notes. That's about it.
Thank you, Nosferatu.
Yeah.
And they're dumb enough to keep investigating.
Because rest assured, the Sons of Ether would expose the masquerade. That is something that they would do.
They would do it. Not even for scientific pursuit. They do it just for the lulls.
Yep.
Is it?
I wonder what would happen if humanity learned about this cabal of, ancient blood-drinking monsters that ruled society from the background.
An interesting theory, Dr. Kyle. Let's run through the simulations.
What
Right,
we
simulate
have
when we can
evidence-
find one and do it.
Wait.
we know what that would look like. It's the Nightshade scenario in Gehenna.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Hear me out.
Malkavian revenant or ghoul that awakens as an SOE. Hear me out.
jeez.
Good idea, huh?
That sounds like a pain in the
and
ass
it
to
becomes-
run.
And it becomes
Sounds
the
like
third,
schizo and schizo.
He becomes the third Samuel Haight.
Oh,
Literally, bro.
Wait, who was the
Literally,
second
He has
Samuel
to
man.
Haight?
hang out with Samuel Haight and Uriah Travers.
The New Orleans guy, the Black Spiral
Oh,
kid.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
Uriah
fucker.
Travers.
We will make a third Samuel Haight. The interns look to him.
Hold on. Let me pull up the soundboard.
God damn it.
I love the vine boom so much.
Anyway,
I love it so much.
The
werewolves. They are scary as shit, and they never stick to their word, and you can't trust them, and they will try to kill you as soon as they can. And it laughed at me when it, killed all my friends and tried to kill me and stole the fetish that I had stolen previously. Yeah, we should study them more.
And I'm the victim, even though I stole from their cairn.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
what
don't know
I don't
why
know
the
what
man.
fucking
werewolf would
expected.
want to attack me.
That would be so. Oh, sorry. Go on. My bad.
The thing is with the Sons of Ether is that they swear to you that the werewolves are the harbingers of the apocalypse. Werewolf the Apocalypse is called that because the werewolves are going to cause the apocalypse. They are convinced.
It's just stop.
They're convinced that the werewolves will be the guys who will end the world. That's what they think.
Well,
They're not technically wrong.
Now here's the thing. When we were reading the Glassworkers book, this is a mistake that I made. I'm making a retraction now. I think I said in that episode that the Glassworkers would work with the Sons of Ether. The Glassworkers would not work with the Sons of Ether.
no.
Yeah,
No.
basically.
The Virtual Adepts,
Really?
yes. But the Sons of Ether, no. Because the Sons of Ether have the same perspective as DNA in Book of the Worm. That werewolves need to die as soon as they are encountered.
Well, yeah, because they're
That-
they're antithetical to mankind.
They're
On a
not
whole-
human. They're trying to destroy and kill humanity, and we have an entire, Impergium to prove that.
On the whole, you're not wrong, but I could see certain sects of the Glasswalkers and the Sons of Ether, specifically the Umbranauts and the what was that one group called? The ones that explore the Umbra.
Rebel pilots.
I think those two would get along really well.
Yes.
Maybe that's one of the.
No.
And then the Sons of Ether says, "Hey, I'm running low on quintessence. Can I go to your cairn and get some?"
No.
And then it falls apart.
Yep. Anyway,
I don't know what went wrong.
How about no?
Yes.
How about no?
How about no? You crazy Dutch bastard.
Yep. So,
Uh,
There.
wraiths.
Yeah.
the ghost?
Yep. So,
Ghosts.
Oh
it'd
no.
be interesting to study them. Some of the scientists have had some research, but really can't pierce the veil between life and death. Some of them, some of the traditions, have created life from the dead, but there's no evidence that a soul emerges from it. More study is needed.
The Euthantos, speak to the Euthantos. The Euthantos have this shit figured out. Speak with them.
Too much. They have their dick up their ass. They can't.
Well,
You are wrong. You are choosing on purpose to be wrong.
yeah, because they want to figure it out themselves because they're smarter than everybody else, obviously.
The Euthantos figured this shit out
Apparently.
4,000 years ago.
Yep.
We've
It all
known
returns
this.
to the wheel. It goes back to where it's supposed to. Messing with that fucks with the wheel.
Yeah, you fucking stooges. It's just like talking to the fucking Verbena where the Verbena just choose to be wrong about everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
except
basically.
These guys are choosing to be wrong and pretending to be smart.
Oh my god. At least the Verbena say that they did what they had to fucking do to maintain the way
Yeah.
of life.
But
Right,
that
by
also
doing the period
involves
blood
human
magic to
sacrifice.
summon
Well, by
demons.
dragging a man into the woods, beating him to death, ripping off his dick, and dripping the blood into a bowl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
at least the
God,
Sons
fuck
of Ether
these
aren't going
guys,
to do
bro.
that.
Ugh.
So, fairies.
Get
Oh,
ready
boy.
for this nonsense.
So,
fairies.
maybe they're survivors of Atlantic. Is their magic actually the remnant of Atlantean super science? Maybe. The
Oh,
planet
bullshit.
Arcadia, known to some as Planet X, is hidden between Neptune and Pluto and is home to these remaining near-immortal survivors of the ancient cataclysm. They haven't confirmed the theory yet, however.
Well,
and they now
why
plan on
won't you go
building a
do that?
spaceship. They plan on building a spaceship to fly to this planet between Neptune and Pluto to abduct the fairies and then take them to Earth to experiment on. Except that planet does not fucking exist. You made it the fuck up.
Yep.
That's funny.
There is no Planet X.
Well, probably there
Well,
is.
what kind of
It's Mage. Who
what-
the fuck knows?
what kind of fucking Powerpuff Girls subplot is this shit?
We will go and get
It's
the
me.
Chemical X and we will make the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh
And
my
that's the plot.
god.
This is the plot
I
of the
mean-
Mage game.
They probably could do that.
They could, yes, and then mass
Oh,
produce
man.
them, and then behold, you get no Sarvago shit with the Powerpuff Girls. They make the
Hold on, I need to
Homelander.
write this down.
They make the fucking Homelander.
Oh no!
Oh my
Homelander
God.
Powerpuff Girls.
But the Sons of Ether says, "Behold, we made the Superman, and nobody can kill him." Oh, is he killing us now? We don't have anything that can stop him.
Oh wow, lovely. But then the only thing that can kill him is
There's another Superman.
Yep.
peanut brittle. Yeah,
the
the peanut brittle I was eating earlier. Yeah, that'll stop
the
him.
war of the day is peanut brittle.
Yeah, peanut brittle. This whole lore video was actually about peanut brittle all along.
You've been
I actually do
tricked.
really like the pre-made characters at the back of this book too. We start with the
Yeah.
mad biologist.
This chick looks like she's on something, and she is staring at that fire a little too concerningly.
We got a woman who makes women through science.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
called sex, Johnny.
Yes, but no, she doesn't need a man for this. She can just make another woman.
Ah, so she's been talking
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
she's-
Verbena. Or the
she's-
Black,
she's
or the Black
stealing-
Furies.
Good.
She's stealing the
Oingo-boingo
Apis.
quote.
Jeez,
Yeah, she
guys.
No. She's stealing the Apis, take the blood and semen, put it in the plant, and then boom, she's stealing that, bro.
She did it.
I
She
mean,
has-
I do like
She has
Yes.
life 2, forces 2, prime 2, and with that, she can make a baby with that.
I do like the fact that
Yeah.
under magic, the last thing says a sexually transmitted cure for AIDS is your ultimate goal.
Yes,
Unreal.
What?
it's all
That is
thing.
hilarious.
Oh, now, a lot of
The
people would pay out the
fuck?
nose for that.
Oh
that's
my
that's the
God.
syndicate in me talking.
Yep.
We next have the metaphysician, who's trying to the actual woman who's working towards figuring out how ether fucking works.
So a lady that's trying to have her shit together, basically.
Yes, the one competent member of the Sons of Ether is a character concept.
Truly.
Somebody has to do their
Eh.
job.
Someone has to know what the hell is going on.
Along with that too, 3 points in mind, dude.
That's kind of fucked.
Yeah. There's a player that's in the Tuesday DC Mage game that has figured out that he can effectively end any combat situation he's in man to man with Mind 3. It's that easy.
This seems to be more the metaphysicist character sheet, not so much the biologists.
No, not really. Next up is one that got me genuinely excited. Awakened Creation.
Basically, it's
Yeah.
a
Oh
Mage.
yeah, that one.
What
No,
the hell
no,
is
it's
this Shin
literally-
Megami Tensei ass posing dude?
Yeah,
It's
so
Frankenstein's monster. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
the Frankensteins. You can play as one with the Sons of Ether.
I don't know, but they do.
Yeah,
include
this
a
guy's
lyric from
awesome.
The Who, so I'm happy.
Yes.
He's got the anime hair and everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's doing the Dio pose.
Probably talks like this all the time.
But we have the Sons of Ether watch a lot of anime, and they decided we want to make an anime boy, and so they did.
They saw the things the Akashics were doing. He's like, I want some of that.
Motherfucker's 5
got-
points in Avatar. Are you kidding me?
Look at that!
Yeah.
Look at that! 3 points in life, 3 points in matter. Holy fuck!
Yep.
You are unstoppable.
Right, the man is transmuting his flesh into steel.
He
That's his level.
is the literal Iron Man.
At this point, you're going to need like fire at least to handle this guy. Any sort of blunt force trauma you want to deal to him will deal no damage.
You are going to need the ray gun.
The moment he gets his hand up correspondence, there's very little you can do to hurt him.
He goes from Iron Man to Satoru Gojo instantly.
Bad point. Just no physical attacks and damage him, period. You have to attack his avatar. Then in the revised version, you got the Sky Cavalry, who's like a Air Force pilot, who's a mage. You get the Two-Fisted Socialist, whose whole paradigm is that he's a communist and communism gives him power.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that is a thing.
It's actually
if literal white power can do that, I don't see why communism can't.
He's the man is also
Nikolai.
he's also built like Colossus. You notice that he also has the Life 3 Matter 3. So he's Colossus. He's converting his body into red iron and fighting people with that.
Wait, what about that freaking...
Yes.
What about that weird-ass game Atomic Heart? I wanted to play that game.
Become the steel women of that?
No, it's not for the freaking women, bro. It's for the, it's like Soviet... Robots. No, it's for the Soviet Wolfenstein, bro. It's just basically Soviet Wolfenstein.
The waifus
Wait, Bioshock?
Are the waifu.
Yeah, it's got more in common with Bioshock.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah,
I gotta finish Bioshock.
I know Johan's playing Bioshock Infinite and he loves it.
I got my copy signed by Troy Baker, actually.
Based.
Lucky bastard.
The street parapsychologist who's essentially Venkman from Ghostbusters.
Nice.
Or more likely going to be Bill from Norfolk Wizard Game.
Next we have a straight up anime character with Mad Bomber.
God.
Yeah. This is an anime character, Johnny. This is a domestic terrorist.
Look at his
this
eyes.
Is the Unabomber.
Look at his eyes.
That man has seen some shit.
So I watched Rama 1/2 before they made that character.
Probably.
Look at it. 3 points and forces. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those bombs.
He can literally just, leg my balls.
Next up, we have a self-employed James Bond.
Cool.
Who is... And his quote is, "I'm saving the world from boredom." So this man is a James Bond impersonator who thinks he's Roger Moore and just goes around as a spy who's doing this just because he can and he has nothing to do with his time.
Well, sounds like a potential marauder to be.
The man does not want to be given his lot in life. He will seek it out and take it.
He will demolish an entire terrorist cell for his own amusement.
Yeah. What else are you going to do on a Tuesday?
Sounds reasonable.
Wait. How is he going to demolish it?
He's going to go infiltrate. He's going to kiss a woman, fuck her, and then convince her to help him take down Dr. No and his giant nuclear submarine under the ocean.
He will literally...
It'll all be done in 2 hours.
Convert a lesbian into a straight woman with a mere kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually better than what I was originally thinking. I thought he was just gonna clap everyone's cheeks and then leave.
That's a Cult of Ecstasy character.
Okay, yeah, fair point.
Next up is the Ethnobotanist. Do you remember that Poison Ivy character I was mentioned before? That's this character.
Oh my god.
This one is that character, yeah.
It is.
Though he looks more like Crocodile Dundee.
Fucking Jumanji intensifies.
Oh, dude, fuck that.
Yeah. Now, I don't care who the fuck you are. That was scary.
That shit was scary.
No, that was a freaky ass movie. Jokes.
I fucking hated that plant in that movie. It was.
If not for Robin Williams,
its fucking lungs.
Yeah, if not for Robin Williams, blessed be his name, that movie would have been a horror movie in an
instant.
Yes.
No, to me it was a straight up horror movie when I watched it.
It was scary.
Then the CG monkeys are actually pretty freaky too.
The scene with the lion with the piano.
I think that's what given me my fear of chimpanzees.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
It will never be a Monkey Monday for you.
Chimpanzees
wait until you learn about the.
too.
Wait until you learn about the story of the chimpanzee that ripped the woman's face off.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
they
already
don't
know
try to kill
that
you, they just
one.
try to ruin you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget the gorillas. The gorillas were awesome. It's the chimpanzees you got to be terrified of.
I remember like Joe Rogan told a story where it was this guy who brought a chimpanzee in a sanctuary a birthday cake because it was that chimpanzee's birthday, and every other chimpanzee just got jealous, broke out the enclosure, and just ripped the man's fingers off and ripped his face off, but left him alive.
They ripped his balls off too.
Yep.
Yeah, and they don't try to kill you; just want to maim you.
Well, yeah, because
Oh yeah, no, so screw that, dude. That's fucked up.
Yeah, fuck chimpanzees. It's gorillas. It's where it's at.
There's happy fucking birthday, am I right?
yeah, really.
Yeah, basically.
And next up, you have the rogue economist, aka the syndicate member who lost his job and now works for the Sons of Ether.
The anarcho-capitalist.
You got fired from the syndicate, and now you're a Sons of Ether member.
Ever so slightly based, in all honesty.
So you're literally committing tax fraud, bruh.
You have no insurance. You have no savings.
Bullshit. They have resources 5.
It all
No,
in their
honestly-
second account. Now it's in their savings.
Though, honestly, compared to a syndicate member, you may as well be living in the poorhouse.
Yes. You're talking
What?
resources 6, 7,
6?
and 8.
Yeah.
This man is so rich he owns a planet.
Yeah, you could probably do that as a mage.
Next up is the urban planner, which is the most mundane out of all the Sons of Ether. The magic of architecture.
Wow,
Amazing.
yay!
Please bring
I
back
don't
Albert
think there's
Spear
any of these
faction.
here anymore.
I built a
None of
house,
these
therefore
exist.
I'm a wizard.
Albert Spear
mean,
the faction.
Some people you may be, but let's be honest, a lot of these people do not exist anymore. Brutalist
Something like that.
architecture has dominated the world. These
How is that
people
to-
are borderline extinct.
Would you have to live in an AI-generated house?
No.
Maybe.
Oh god, fuck me, dude.
I
A
mean,
real man.
I'm open to it.
A real man lives in a CG house.
Can I design
Oh
it however
my
I want?
God.
You get a 120 character prompt, and then that's your house.
I will
Aw,
develop
man.
my own cock and ball tower, and I will live like a king.
That's funny.
So, how do we feel about the Sons of Ether? Where do we place them in the hierarchy of traditionalists?
Honestly, despite everything, these guys are my second favorite tradition, like bar none.
Is it? I feel like they are very well written. Now, granted, they're infuriating, but I feel like they're written that
absolutely.
way on
Oh, they're
purpose.
phenomenal, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like the nice thing I like about WoD in general is that you can make or break a stereotype with
Yeah.
a faction.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So don't let the arrogance of the SOE discourage you.
'Cause
Absolutely.
they're very easy to run. There's a reason why this is the tradition with the most fan art for a reason.
Well, I
It's
mean,
Yeah,
because the-
basically.
it's all 1950s like
Steampunk
Ray
scientists.
sci-fi.
Very
Yes.
easy paradigm to understand.
And
Yep.
honestly,
Very.
I'm with Story on this one. These guys are. If I play Mage again, I might do an Aetherite just because they look like a lot of fun.
They are a
So
lot
you're
of
gonna-
fun.
So you're gonna play a Zionist Etherite, what I'm getting
No,
Yes.
I mean, you could if you
Yeah,
wanted
sorry, bad
to.
joke.
The Masad Etherite.
no, I want to play.
Man, that was a
Bring
bad
back the
joke.
Lions of
Punk
Zion.
superhero because I think it'll be cool. I want to play the Rocketeer in my Mage game.
Yes, you can do that.
Exactly.
We'll say in
the
World War
verba-
II, we'll do the Rocketeer all over again.
The Verbena are always going to be my bottom. I fucking hate the Verbena. I think
Absolutely.
I genuinely think they dragged down Mage Ascension as a game.
Yeah,
in
Verbena
quality.
sucks.
They add nothing.
Yeah.
The Hollow ones are right above them because
Same.
they're really dumb. The clan book, the tradition book Hollow ones was really stupid. But
They're a waste
Yeah,
of
like-
potential.
Like it's
But-
more like
Oh, sorry, go on.
I could, like, at least they tried. At least there was like some sort of passion behind it. They just realized they didn't have enough content for it.
Yeah, it's like what the Verbena are an identity crisis, and at least with the Hollow ones, they have a basic concept of we're the goth kids from South Park, and that's it.
I
Exactly.
I would put these guys above the Hollow Ones and Sons of Ether. No, the Hollow Ones of Urbana. So that technically makes them my second least favorite, but I love to hate them. I don't hate them.
They're a good heal character.
And very easy to use. If you need a correct mage character, here's a Sons of Ether, and you just throw them out into the table, and then the story will just make itself, and you can just come with this stuff on the fly.
There's a lot of ground.
Done.
There's a lot of ground you can do with a Sons of Ether character. You can make them as a classic ray gun pulp action hero, a sort of Q character that gives all your Cabalites your gadgets and gizmos, or you can just go off the walls with an actual mad scientist. You have literally whatever you can think of, and that's why I think that the Sons of Ether embody Mage the Ascension so well. I love these guys. They're not Order of Hermes level of love, but I do love the Sons of Ether.
For me, they're close to virtual adepts, but the virtual adepts, there's just a level of punk virtue to the virtual adepts that draws me to them that the Sons of Ether just doesn't have.
No,
the virtual adepts are more on lines of 90s rebel culture. Yes, cyberpunk. The Sons of Ether are punch a Nazi while riding on the back of a Tyrannosaurus in the Hollow Earth.
And
I love that.
Especially with recent events that have been happening since 2018, I've been slowly gravitating more and more towards both the virtual adepts and Cult of Ecstasy, where I'm starting to really understand how these groups work and why they exist.
No, and I get that.
Because I'm not trying to become Alfred Alpher, but the virtual adepts is starting to look very appealing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like,
virtual adepts
it makes
appealing.
sense for modern day.
And,
well, yeah.
And along with that, too, it's very easy to make a Sons of Ether NPC because I want to make an NPC that's a character from the Order of Hermes. Okay, what house is he from? How many years has he been studying? What are his spells and forces? Who did he tutor under? What does he think of House Slificati? There's all these different questions that you need to think out and plan out before you make an Order of Hermes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Sons
with
of
an
Ether,
right, you can go.
Bam.
I want a mad
He's a gadget
scientist
guy.
to sell gear to the Cabal.
I actually made a Sons of Ether character for my first werewolf campaign I ever did with my main group. He was teamed up with a Glasswalker because he was funding the Aetherite, and he gave the Metis Glasswalker a pair of cybernetic eyes because the dude maxed out his resources background and just got rid of his Metis blindness.
We can just do that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck, guy. We'll just solve it with science."
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck Gaia. We live here.
We get your Metis penis working again. We don't need Gaia holding you back.
That was step 2.
We will save this Metis penis. Fucking get Gaia pulling a fucking cock block on everybody.
Alexander Forrester would become a father if science has anything to say about it.
Like, Kyle, it's not even that the Metis penis is sterile. It's that the sperm is cursed by Gaia to not work.
So you can just
that
remove
makes
a curse
sense.
through science.
Gaia's been dead for 50 years, but she's still cock blocking you.
Gaia is just sleeping in her grave, wakes up, there's a Metis born. I gotta take its balls away.
It's the whole thing. I consent, I don't.
Yep. Isn't there somebody you
Exactly.
forgot to ask?
Is someone forgot to ask fucking Gaia get in the way of everything?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. An episode.
All right.
I guess so.
So
Unfortunately,
compare this as to how
straightforward,
long we spent talking about the fucking Akashic Brotherhood and how long we spent talking about the Sons of Ether.
Well, the thing about the Akashic Brotherhood is that their book was such a roundabout.
Yeah, we have to sit
hodgepodge
down and
shit.
explain that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was very,
wish I was
very
there for that one.
straightforward.
Because after all, well, that's the appeal of the Sons of Ether. They're very straightforward.
Yep.
I'm looking at this. We spent 2 hours and 25 minutes talking about the Akashics. We spent 2 hours and 41 minutes talking about the Hollow Ones.
We're at 2 hours 13 minutes right now.
We had more content to talk about the Hollow Ones than the actual Hollow Ones book did.
Well, yeah, that's because we wanted to bitch about how stupid nihilism was.
About how your
which is
paradigm
good.
sucks and it makes no sense.
That and this book is very concise. It's like a crisp 70 pages, basically.
Yeah. They don't explain what their paradigm is, but you look at them and you immediately know, I know what you're about. I'm in.
There it is.
Exactly.
We spent 3 hours talking about the Solicitor Chorus, Cult of Ecstasy, and Iteration X. But this is probably the shortest Mage episode we've done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Short, sweet,
right.
to the point.
Yeah. We're not going to waste any of your time.
And neither the
There
Sons
are-
of Ether,
maybe
because
a
they
little
don't think
bit.
you're good enough.
Is after that.
Where's your 7 PhDs, son? You ain't on my level.
You're not smart enough.
I don't know,
Not
but I
smart
got 3
enough.
dots in entropy.
Okay. That's it. That's it. We're done. No more ideas.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Y'all enjoy your nights.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.